Welcome to Alameda, Kansas. Hey, it's week 5 here in Alameda where the Northern Valley Huskies welcome Thunder Ridge Longhorns in an 8-man Division II District 7. We're going to have all the action, live action coming at you where you can watch this game at 6:30 and 11 o'clock on Next Tech Local 1. We're also going to have live look-ins from Curtis Brown as he's at Logan Palco. And we're going to have the Heritage Insurance scoreboard coverage coming around from all the areas and the Tri-Central Office Supply Scouting Report. So stick with us. You're watching Game Time on Next Tech Local 1.
Next Tech Game Time is brought to you by the Chiropractic Centers in Phillipsburg and Stockton, Leon's Welding and Fabrication, TK Smokehouse, the Next Tech Directory, Advantage Glass Plus, and Roof Masters Roofing and Sheet Metal, RM Custom Metals. And by Mapes & Miller, LLP, Heritage Insurance Group, Day Motorsports, The Golden Griddle, Storage Solutions of Hayes, J Corp, Hayes Recreation Commission, Rogers & Associates Insurance, and by Precision Valley Golf and Bike Center, Progressive Physical Therapy Center, Tri-Central Office Supply, Flatlander Dirt Works, Next Tech Wireless, and Heartland Building Center.
We all use our vehicle, or ride, differently. Some like to stand out. Others want to keep what's theirs, there. And there are those that want to be discreet or stay a bit cooler, while others prefer strictly function. And many simply want to move stuff around. Advantage Glass Plus can make your vehicle or ride a reality. 1005 Vine and Hayes, online or on Facebook. Listed in the Next Tech Directory.
Hi, this is Dr. Cheney from the Chiropractic Centers of Phillipsburg, Stockton, and Plainville. Chiropractic is a wellness lifestyle that incorporates structure, function, nutrition, and lifestyle choices of the person into removing anything blocking the optimal expression of life. Our doctors and staff will leave no stone unturned in the search for your greater health and wellness. If you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, call us today at 877-351-7191.
See our ad in the Next Tech Directory.
A day on the trail isn't over until you say it is with the redesigned 2016 Teryx and Teryx 4 side-by-sides. With trail-commanding power and versatility, completely reimagined front-end styling. Introducing the redesigned and fiercely rugged 2016 Teryx and Teryx 4.
Kansas contractors, A&S Plumbing, and Long Island Ready Mix LLC are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the Northern Valley High School students and athletes. They hope this is the best school year ever. Best wishes for a successful season from First National Bank and Trust, member FDIC, the Rustic Rebel, and Home Oil Company, backing the Northern Valley Huskies all season long.
When you need dirt construction of any type at any time, call Joel Younger at Flatlander Dirt Works LLC. Flatlander Dirt Works offers 24-hour service on oil field, farm, residential, and commercial dirt construction. They even handle septic systems and water line installation and repair. They've got all the big boy toys at Flatlander Dirt Works, serving all of Northwest Kansas. Call 623-7744. Proud supporters of all our area athletes. Flatlander Dirt Works LLC.
The Golden Q is a great place to enjoy a meal with family and friends. The Q offers daily specials, lots of tasty sides and appetizers to go along with your favorite Q burger or other sandwich with 3 dozen choices. Or try the Q's salads and wraps, along with their delicious golden wings with rubs and sauces. And yes, the Q's still a great place to watch the game with a cold beer. And for breakfast, the new Golden Griddle next to the Golden Q, 809 Ash, Hayes.
Delicious food from the Golden Q. We need to get focused on some football here tonight. Welcome back to the Northern Valley, where the Huskies will host the Thunder Ridge Longhorns. I'm Chris Lee of Next Tech Television with play-by-play partner Brendan Boone. Tonight's matchup features two teams with storied football traditions who now have 1-4 records and are building for the future. Thunder Ridge and Northern Valley have combined for 4 state championships in 8-man football in the last 30 years, but now have young squads competing in a brutal district that includes defending state champion Victoria, fellow undefeated Otis Bison, and one loss St. John's Beloit Tipton. Thunder Ridge is coming off a 50-0 loss to Otis Bison, but Coach Otis Hendricks said his Chargers played hard and fundamentally well against the Cougars. Everything goes in cycles, Hendricks explains. Even our older kids have not played a lot in the past because we've been so senior-laden. Our goal is to get better every single day. Senior fullback Jordan Gehring broke his leg in the Trigo game in Week 4, which you may have seen here on Next Tech TV. Gavin Taylor has moved from tailback to fullback, while junior Tyler Morrish replaces Taylor at tailback. Morrish had 88 yards rushing against Otis Bison, his first game since returning from a foot injury. Hendricks said Morrish gives them speed and toughness. Taylor, one of 4 seniors, leads the team in rushing with over 700 yards. Although now he will be utilized more on dive plays than on ISOs where he reads the fullback's block. Thunder Ridge likes to run right at people from the I formation. We're not going to change our mentality, Hendricks said. We want to control this line of scrimmage and control the ball. Taylor also leads the Longhorns in tackles, while junior end Braden Hale is second in stops. Hendricks hopes to limit Hale to mostly the defensive side of the ball, although he will step in as a back and an end on offense. Freshman Brandon Grauerholz also hopes to be able to contribute on defense at safety. He is returning from a shoulder injury early in the season. This injury played a factor at Trigo, where Thunder Ridge had several errant snaps on punts. Seth Lloyd has since stabilized the long snapper role. Northern Valley is also a run-first team on offense, although it will use the pro set sometimes and run the old-fashioned cross-buck and quarterback bootleg. Tailback Gerald Seals and quarterback Caden Kinderconnect have nearly 800 combined yards and 4 TDs apiece rushing for the season. Veteran Northern Valley coach Chuck Fessenden said, "We have a fairly big line and we try to establish a solid ground game." Kinderconnect also has 226 yards passing and 2 TDs with no interceptions. Seals and Nick Stutzman have most of the receiving yards. Like Thunder Ridge, Northern Valley has also played a tough schedule with an inexperienced team that has led to some active scoreboards. We have struggled against the run and we have had to make adjustments because of injuries, Fessenden said. We start 3 freshmen on defense, which is a problem, but they're improving every week. We think that our run defense will be better this week. Cooper Mussman is out with a knee injury. He plays center and defensive line. Matt Florence has a sprained knee, and he will start at nose guard. We got a late update here right as we got here tonight that he's going to go ahead and start, but he has a sprained knee. Gerald Seals has a bruised elbow. You'll probably only see him on the offensive side of the ball, however. He's their leading rusher from the tailback spot. Seals was 4th in tackles on the team. The leaders of the stop troops are Kinderconnect, Colton Bach, and Florence. Last week, Northern Valley was thumped by Victoria 58-0. Kinderconnect rushed for 139 yards against the Knights. The Huskies win this season was over Golden Plains in Week 2 when it downed the Bulldogs 34-8. Now let's go to the Tri-Central Office Supply Scouting Report.
You lost to Victoria last week. Victoria's a pretty good team this year. Thoughts on your game last week?
Yeah, Victoria's got a really strong team. I think they've got a good shot at going all the way again this year. We didn't play real well defensively, but I mean, a lot of that's due to Victoria's speed and stuff. But offensively, we had a little success. Jarrell Seals had a little bit over 100 yards rushing, and we were able to score on them. But Victoria's an exceptional team.
You're 1-4 right now. How's your team doing? How many players do you have out this year, and how many seniors you got?
Okay. We have 20 kids out for football this year. We have 4 seniors on the team. We graduated quite a few off last year's team. I believe we had 8 last year, so we lost those guys. So we're a little bit inexperienced. A lot of these, we only had 1 starter coming back, and that was Colton Bach. So we've got a lot of inexperience.
All right, you got T Ridge this week. They're 1-4. Also, you got a new coach. What do you expect from them this week, and what's the keys to a Husky win?
I know they're kind of like us. They've graduated a lot of kids off their last year's team, and they've got a lot of inexperience and not a lot of speed. That's kind of hurt us this year. We don't have a lot of speed, and I don't think they have a lot of speed. So it should be a pretty good matchup.
Thoughts on the rest of your season for the Huskies? I know looking at your schedule, it looks pretty tough.
Yeah, it does. We feel like we've kind of went through a tough stretch right here. We played Rawlins County, who has a real good team, and then we had Logan, they're undefeated right now, and we had Victoria, and they're undefeated. So we're kind of looking forward to the next several games. We've got Thunder Ridge this week, and then we play Wetmore after that, and then Otis Bison, which will be a challenge because they're undefeated, and then we finish with St. John's of Beloit.
Thanks, Coach Fessenden. Now let's hear from Thunder Ridge coach Otis Hendricks here.
Lost last week to a tough Otis Bison team. What's your thoughts on that game last week, Coach?
I thought our kids came out and played really, really hard. I was very impressed with Otis Bison. They've got a lot of speed. They play well up front. But one thing we talked about our kids before the game, we said, we're not worried about what the scoreboard shows. We want you guys to go out and finish a ball game and play with a lot of heart, which I felt like that was something we lacked a little bit in the previous week. So, but our kids came through. They played really tough, and we were really proud of how well they played. And they actually, played their positions pretty well. We were, obviously when you're outmatched and stuff, that makes things a little bit difficult, but to see some improvement, or a lot of improvement in what they're doing, was very satisfying as coaches.
How's your team holding up right now? Do you got any injuries, sickness? Have you lost anybody?
Yeah, we lost Jordan Gehring for the season. He's out with a broken leg that he suffered 2 weeks ago. Big part of what we do on both sides of the ball. But we've had kids step in, and have done a good job. We're also down one offensive lineman for at least another week in Braden Brenneman. But other than that, we're doing pretty good. We've been pretty fortunate.
Number 3, Northern Valley this week. You guys are both 1-4 right now. What's keys to a Thunder Ridge win on Friday night?
Key is being able to stop the running back. They also, one thing Coach Fessenden team does really well is they play disciplined ball. And no matter how big or strong or fast or slow they might be, the kids do a good job. They do a good job at hiding the ball. So key for us this week defensively is going to be able to read our keys and not bite in the backfield so much.
Thoughts on the rest of your season? You've had a tough schedule looking at it, and it doesn't look like it's going to get much easier here in the future. How are things going? And just kind of wrap up what you think of the season so far, and what do you think in the future? Well,
we were talking to kids last night. We haven't changed our expectations of them from week 1 till now. Our expectations are still high, and we've got a good evaluation of where we're at, but we also know where we want to get and what we want to become. And I'll say this: the kids have really stayed with us, and they've hung in there, and they've battled, and the future's really good here. We're really excited about things that are coming up. As soon as the season's over with, we'll get into our off-season program, and that's where we're going to see a huge improvement in our kids that'll help us for next year. But we're really excited. Season's not over for us. You play every Friday night. Anything can happen, and the kids, like I said, they still come, and they come ready to go to work every day. So as long as they're doing that, there's not much more we could ask for.
Thanks, Coach Hendricks. When we come back, we will have the Heritage Insurance Group scoreboard, and we'll go to Curtis Brown, who is in La Crosse for its game with Plainville. You're watching Game Time on Next Tech Local 1.
Julie Kuhlman Photography, D&K Insurance Services, Darren McDowell, and Levine Construction are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the Thunder Ridge High School students and athletes. They hope this is the best school year ever. Best wishes for a successful season from Ferguson Angus, Lynn and Lori Ferguson, Rusty Tractor, and BIH Plumbing and Electric. Backing the Thunder Ridge Longhorns on the field, in the classroom, and on the courts all season long.
When it's time for your next building project, there's only one place to go for high-quality products, service, and prompt delivery. Heartland Building Center has everything you'll need from the ground up. Lumber, trusses, paint, tools, stone, windows and doors, cabinets, and more. And when you shop at Heartland Building Center, you're not just improving your home, you're also supporting a local business.
Heartland takes your building needs to heart.
Heartland Building Center, Hayes, Russell, and Stockton.
From senior trips to toddler adventures and youth sports, the Hayes Recreation Commission is your one-stop shop for fun. Check out our 2015 Fall and Winter brochure for a complete list of scheduled events and classes. The fun times continue in the HRC Wellness Center, where you can enroll in personal training and memberships. The HRC provides fun and fitness for all ages. Visit hayesrec.org, call 785-623-2650, or stop by 1105 Canterbury in Hayes to learn more.
When it comes to commercial and residential concrete construction in the Hayes area, J-Corp is the preferred choice. They can handle your project from ground up, including excavation, site prep, to finish concrete and pavement, driveways, curbs, streets, parking lots. No job is too big or too small. They also sell and deliver sand, rock, and asphalt millings. Call for a free estimate today. The rock-solid choice in concrete construction. J-Corp, 1707 East 10th Street in Hayes. Leon's Welding and Fabrication in Hayes has been serving Western Kansas for over 25 years. With custom fabrication in the oil field as well as metal projects, including gates, handrails, metal art creations, sandblasting, and powder coating. New to Leon's Welding this year is dustless blasting. Now you can remove virtually any type of coating from any material and finish the job with a durable, long-lasting baked-on powder coating. Leon's Welding and Fabrication, East Highway 40 in Hayes. Regulations and tax laws are always changing. That's why businesses and professionals turn to the experienced team at Mapes & Miller Certified Public Accountants. With 8 CPAs to assist you, they offer a wide range of services from tax preparations, bookkeeping, and payroll to auditing and accounting services. They can also help farmers, ranchers, and small businesses with tax planning. It's not what you make, it's what you keep. Mapes & Miller Certified Public Accountants with offices in Norton, Phillipsburg, Stockton, and Quinter.
Welcome back to Almena, Kansas, where the Huskies of Northern Valley welcome in Thunder Ridge, the Thunder Ridge Longhorns. Hey, it's time for the Heritage Insurance scoreboard shows. We're going to take you out to all the action happening out around the state. Let's take a look at that scoreboard. Dodge City, obviously, is at Hayes, and that's going to be a tough game for Hayes to match up with. We'll see how that progresses as the night goes through. TMP at Oakley. And both of them need to win. Colby and Norton. Phillipsburg travels to Sedgwick. Lacrosse at Plainville. Our own Curtis Brown is there. Smith Center at El Saline.
By the way, of those games we just went over on that screen, the only one of those that is a district game is Lacrosse at Plainville. All those others are out of district games, but they're still important. That Sedgwick Phillipsburg matchup, by the way, that's 2 ranked teams in 2A. They just one's, let's see, Sedgwick second and Phillipsburg's fourth, according to K-Preps.
Goodland goes to Russell. Big matchup out there. We're at Great Bend to Liberal. Garden City at Wichita East. Then Osborne at Clifton Clyde. Victoria, St. John's Beloit Tipton. You remember last year we did St. John's Beloit Tipton here. And there were a bunch of, and that was at Northern Valley, and there were a bunch of fans from the Longhorns here rooting for them to win. They would have actually gotten in their district.
Yeah, that's a big game, that Victoria St. John's Beloit Tipton. That is that's the district that these two teams are in too. And that is a really big game in that district.
Then you got Logan Palco. Quinter travels to Logan Palco, Hodgman County and Trigo Community. Now that'll be a tough matchup for Trigo.
And that in that district, that's a huge game there too, because you figure Spearville's probably got the inside track, the number 1 seed. That might be the game that decides the number 2 seed.
Quarterback Flax got to do big things there at Trigo Community. Hill City and St. Francis, that'll be a tough matchup, we believe, for Hill City. But in 8-man, anything can happen. Hoxie Tribe, Plains Brewster. And you got Weskin Golden Plains. Here, Northern Valley, Thunder Ridge. And then Stockton and Atwood Rawlins County, and that is a district game.
Yeah, that's a district game. That matchup will be if Atwood wants to stay in the running, they can't afford to stumble there. Conversely, Hill City's got it. If they want to stay in the district, they need that win too.
You got Wakefield, Lakeside, and then Central Plains and Little River, Ness City and South Gray, Wallace County and Wheatland Grinnell, and that's a district game,
right? And for Wheatland Grinnell, that's almost an elimination game for them too. They really need that because they don't want to drop a second district game.
And then Oakley and Leota County, it looks like it's in the third quarter. I don't know if they started that one early because of the distance down there. It's not really a huge distance, but we'll take a watch of that game throughout the night, see how it progresses. Coming up, we're going to go to Curtis Brown. He's on location at La Crosse. We'll see how that is going. You're watching Game Time on Next Tech Local 1.
Almena State Bank, member FDIC, Bach Custom Hayne, and McLean Seed Sales, Channel Seeds, are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the Northern Valley High School students and athletes. They hope this school year is the best ever. Best wishes for a successful season from Long Island Feed and Grain and Stephen Cox and Associates, Upland Pork, backing the Northern Valley Huskies in the classroom, on the court, and on the field all season long.
For those who play by their own rules, the ones who need a new breed of side-by-side, forged from over 130 years of Kawasaki engineering, built Kawasaki strong to take care of business. Get out there, get your hands dirty, get it done. The Mule Pro Series has got your back, capability, and strength for whatever lies ahead.
Musical instruments, you'll find those here. Next Tech Directory, in print, online, and now mobile. Find what you're looking for.
You should never run out of the important stuff.
Really?
If your current wireless plan leaves you at the end of your rope, imagine how you'll feel with Nextech Wireless with unlimited everything. Nextech Wireless gives you the freedom to go as far as you want. Nextech Wireless, something different.
I'm Adam Stensel, production supervisor with Arm Custom Metals in Hays, Kansas. Arm Custom Metals' goal is to serve all your building components needs. Arm Custom Metals fabricates panels and custom trim to your specifications and links in 48 hours or less. Arm Custom Metals also fabricates standing seam roof and wall panels on site for all your residential and commercial projects. Come see us today at Arm Custom Metals, RM Custom Metals, 2150 East 8th Street in Hays, Kansas.
Hey, welcome back here to the Northern Valley. Let's pitch it out to Curtis Brown. Curtis is at La Crosse, where he'll give us a preview of the Plainville La Crosse game.
Welcome to another Friday night of Kansas high school football right here on Next Tech Game Time. We're in week 6 of the season, and in Class 2A, that means district play has started. The top 2 teams in each district advance to the state playoffs. And tonight we're in La Crosse for a 2A District 7 matchup between the 2 and 3 La Crosse Leopards and the 1 and 4 Plainville Cardinals. Last week, La Crosse lost their district opener to Ellis, so their back is against the wall tonight and are in need of a win to stay alive for a playoff berth. Plainville will get district play started off tonight and sit right in the middle of the district standings with a record of 0-0. La Crosse has come accustomed to making the playoffs, as they've done so the last 11 years. But the Leopards are in need of a win tonight to stay alive in District 7, as they still have a tough Oakley squad to play. The Leopards are led on offense by junior Clayton Herdman. Herdman leads the team in passing with 326 yards and 3 touchdowns, while only throwing 2 interceptions, and also leads the team in rushing with 566 yards and 6 more touchdowns. The Leopards' offense is not as dynamic as it's been in the past, as they are less balanced and rely more on their running game, while only averaging 17 points per game. Junior J.C. Woods is second on the team in rushing with 240 yards and 1 touchdown, while senior Ryan Hayes leads the team in receiving with 110 yards and 1 touchdown. Defensively, the Leopards play a solid team defense, not relying on any one player, but they do give up an average of 27 points per game. La Crosse is led on defense by their linebackers Woods and senior Alex Jay, with Woods totaling 39 tackles and Jay chipping in with 36, and each of them having 1 interception on the year. They will need to play good defense tonight if they want to contain Plainville's explosive offense. Even though the Cardinals come in with a record of 1-4, their 4 losses are to 3 MCL powers, Smith Center, Phillipsburg, and Norton, and a solid Pratt team, where those teams have combined for a record of 17-3 on the year. And despite that stiff competition, Plainville has still put up 31 points per game. And just like La Crosse, Plainville's offense is centered around their do-it-all quarterback. And in junior Hayden Friend, the Cardinals will have the most explosive player on the field tonight. The Cardinals are balanced on offense. They average 176 yards in the air and 153 yards on the ground. Friend has thrown for 1,053 yards this season with 4 touchdowns, but has thrown 11 interceptions. And just like Herdman, Friend leads the team in rushing with 493 yards and 14 touchdowns on the year. Junior Gabe Wilkins is second on the team in rushing with 403 yards and 4 touchdowns, while junior Ryan Burrish leads the team in receiving with 583 yards and 3 touchdowns. As explosive as the offense have been, the Plainville defense has been far less efficient. Friend leads the team in tackles with 53 and has 1 interception and a blocked punt on the year, but the Cardinals give up 46 points per game. It seems only that the only team to stop the Cardinal offense, though, has been themselves. They've committed 17 turnovers on the year, which averages over to more than 3 per game. The Leopards have caused 6 turnovers on the year and will need to come up with a couple tonight to slow that Cardinal offense down. Well, with both teams relying heavily on their quarterback, depth may be an issue when it gets to the fourth quarter, and La Crosse coach John Webster has struggled with numbers this year, so look for the Leopards to slow things down on offense, hopefully preventing the wear down of his players. And first-year Plainville coach Grant Stevenson, if he wants to take a step to making the playoffs, he will need Friend to make plays both offensively and defensively without committing the turnovers. Stay tuned as we'll be on hand with updates throughout the evening right here on Next Step Game Time.
You guys got that written down? Northern Valley wins the toss, and they will receive on the north end. Guys, we got about a minute and a half. Shake hands, and we'll get going. Good luck.
You heard our Fit White Hat tell us Northern Valley won the toss. They've elected to receive and defend the north end here. So coming up shortly, we'll have the Storage Solutions of Hayes LLC opening kickoff. While we're waiting for that, why don't we use some starting lineups here? First, for the visiting Thunder Ridge Longhorns, at left end will be sophomore number 10, Seth Lloyd. At left guard will be a junior number 40, Braden Hale. At center, number 54, Brandon Nitch. At right guard, number 79, Cade Doherty. And at right end will be number 33, Landon Gehring. Quarterback for the Longhorns will be number 3, Caden Van Eaton. At fullback will be number 21, Gavin Taylor. Taylor was the tailback the last time we saw him. He's fullback now because Tyler Morris is the tailback. Gehring's hurt, so he's not going to the older Gehring boy, Jordan Gehring, is hurt, so he has a knee injury. He's out. He won't be playing tonight. It looks like we're about ready to have the kickoff here. It looks like Gavin Taylor is teeing the ball up. Real quickly for Northern Valley, their left end is Cody Land. Left guard, Ben Jones. Center, Colton Bach. Right guard, Dalton Smith. Right end, Damian Wellman. Thunder Ridge has broke the huddle. Now we're about to have our
Storage Solutions first half kickoff. Yeah. There it is. Jarrell Seals deep. He takes the ball at the 6-yard line, moves up to, it looks like, about the 15-yard line. So 11-yard return on the play, and Northern Valley's going to prop their quarterback out there and see what we can do here.
First and 10 right at the 15. Same thing it would be if it was a touchback. So the Huskies start out. Huskies, of course, are in the green. Thunder Ridge is in the white with gray pants. We have excellent color here tonight, of course.
Caden Kinderknecht breaks the huddle. Caden's 5'11", 153-pound sophomore. He has 2 passing TDs, got 4 rushing TDs, and he averages 3.9 yards average rush. And this one doesn't get anything, really. It's going to be second down and 10. Jarrell Seals gets tripped up there by the right end. Landon Gehring. He's a freshman, 165-pound freshman. You look at this lineup that Thunder Ridge has out there. They have 5 juniors, a freshman. Oh, there's an end around right here, and there's plenty of yards to gain.
It's Kinder Connect on the carry. And I talk about in the pregame, you'll see them doing some old-fashioned bootleg. He's going to fake that crossbuck action, and he's going to keep it on the way out. That puts the ball at the Thunder Ridge 39, where it'll be 1st and 10.
Jason LeClaire of the Longhorns brought him down, really saved a lot of yardage. He had an open field to the end zone, just got caught from behind.
36 yards on the carry.
To Jarrell Seals. He picks up 3 yards. Going to be second down and 7. We're rolling under the 11-minute mark in the first quarter. Last year, remember, we did 2 games from Northern Valley. Did a game with Victoria, and that game ended at halftime. And then again, did the Tipton game. And there's going to be 5 more yards. And that'll drive a coach crazy because you're right on the ball. You can see the ball, and you're going on sound. You got to go on sight. So it's going to be second down and 2. Kinder Connect under center. Kinder Connect still has the ball. Boy, rolls up on 64, Dalton Smith. Smith's no worse for the wear, though. Gets up, and everything's fine. Close to a first down. Got about a half a yard to go. 3rd down and a half yard. And they're going to motion the chains in and take a look at it.
Yeah, but this is good old-fashioned Northern Valley football. You know, this is the same type of stuff that they were running in the 80s when they were winning state championships up here. The Huskies have been competitive up here at different times since the 80s, too. Coach Fessendon's kids are always very fundamentally sound, run good stuff. Just short by a little bit. The official looked like maybe a couple inches.
Before the game, there was some music playing. It was one of Drowning Pool's songs, Let the Bodies Hit the Floor. I asked Coach Fessendon if that was from his personal collection. He didn't think it was. He's pretty sure it wasn't. Coach Cox didn't think it was his either. In fact, they couldn't hear what the lyrics were saying. So Jarrell Seals has a 7.8-yard carry, so you're going to see him get the ball. You haven't only seen him one time. Caden Bach blocking for him. And that's a quarterback sneak, and they got plenty of yardage. Gets 2 yards on the play. Going to be 1st down and 10 at the 25-yard line. They're winding the clock. This clock after this play is going to be under 10 minutes, so they've taken off almost 2 minutes of this first quarter. Quick hitter there to the Caden Bach, the fullback. He gets a little bit. They move the stick over there, but they don't move it too much.
Yeah, it looks like a short one at that. Yeah, there was a big collision right there in the middle. I'm guessing Austin Elder probably had a big collision area there. The blitzing linebacker ran right in that, one of the two.
There are times we have to tell you what the formation is because if they split wideouts out, we have not had to tell you that. Jarrell Seals on the play. He gets a couple of yards. Going to be 3rd down and 8, so not on the schedule that you'd like to see. Ball's on the 21-yard line.
Yeah, Seals has I believe it's an elbow injury. I think they're going to try to use him just on offense tonight. So it'll be interesting to see how that works out. You know, especially hopefully here for his sake, they don't someone to put a helmet on that elbow.
All running plays thus far. Oh, the ball comes out, and they're going to lose that one. Thunder Ridge has that ball. They're going to go the other way.
I believe that's number 24 that picked that ball up.
Yeah, you just never got it in there. If
Michael Gibson is the outside linebacker. Let's see if he's the one that ends up with it.
Almost tries to
see number 24 right there. That's a good replay.
Looked like Kinderknecht was on an option read and just almost tried to pull and couldn't get it quite out. Did get it out, though. So Thunder Ridge is going to have their first offering, almost under 9 minutes. Boy, he gets met in the backfield. A lot of hitting back there, but the ball did get 2 yards, 3-yard gain. Going to be 2nd down and 7 for the Longhorns.
Was that Taylor or Morris on that carry?
You know what? I had my eye somewhere else. I apologize.
We got some strange things. All right, we'll get it. It looks like Taylor on the carry for 1 there.
Gavin Taylor, the 175-pound senior. He's going to get a yard. Going to be 3rd down and 6. Caden Van Eaton, the junior, going to be calling the signals. Brennan Nitsch, the center. Center exchange has been good for tonight, and there's Moorish. And Moorish gets stacked up over there.
Nice job by the left side of the Husky defense there. There was nothing doing over there.
Damian Wellman brought him down for not much gain. Going to be 4th down and 4. And Thunder Ridge is going to back this up and punt it.
Gavin Taylor, I believe, is their punter.
Yeah, he's kickoff punter, 21. No one back to receive. Ball kind of bounces around. Oh, they kind of get a hand on it. It's a low punt. Came off the bottom of his foot. And down right here at the 37-yard line. Going to be 1st down and 10 for the Huskies. Here at the 7:19 mark.
That was a low snap. It one hopped back. I know Coach Hendricks thought they had that under control. They struggled with this also in the Trigo game. And for all those you say, oh, how hard can it be to long snap? Go out in your backyard and try that sometime. It's a lot more difficult than it looks.
Kinderknecht in the gun. And there he hands off to Seals. And Seals spins around, gets good yardage on 1st down, gets 7 yards, going to be 2nd down and 3.
Here comes the replay of Seals spinning through the hole there. Nice carry there. Nice job of blocking, too. Left side of the line, that would be Ben Jones, Cody Land.
Kinderknecht to Seals again. They're going to try it again. It gets about a yard, 3rd down and a long 1. And this is a little bit more on schedule that you want. Last time, 3rd and 8. And they fumbled on the play.
Nice shot there, the Husky huddle. Coming up on a 3rd and 1 here. They have had success already on a long snap count.
Kinderknecht under center. He's going to try it just with a quarterback sneak, and looks like the yardage of gain is going to give him a 1st down. The line judge on the opposite side placed it down pretty quickly. 6:13 left in the first, still 0-0. This being the 2nd series of downs that Northern Valley has attempted. First ended in a fumble. Caden Kinderknecht, he still has the ball, and boy, he gets wrapped up right there by 24. Michael Gibson, the 175-pound junior, shoots through the hole, and they're going to give him no gain.
Here, let's watch Gibson here again make this play again. He's a step across. He's obviously got the contain on this side. Got kind of slipped underneath the fullback there. That was interesting how he did that.
Gibson's that cornerback on the right-hand side. And you haven't seen a pass yet, but Cody Land on the opposite side, number 32 for Northern Valley, has 2 touchdowns, and he's wide open. They're both wide open, and they're going to score on this pass play from 31 yards out. The aforementioned Land has his 3rd touchdown of the year.
Here, watch the replay. We're going to see the crossbuck action in the backfield. The defensive secondary came up, and that was all she wrote.
And Coach Fessenden had seen them, all stack the box right there. not looking for that pass. Perfect time to pull that out. Interconnect. He's going to pass it again to Land, just to the outside. Hey, we owe you a break. You're watching Game Time on Next Tech Local 1.
Syncon of Kansas, K6 Farms Trucking, John and Mary Kruger, Pro Ag Marketing, and Midwest Trailer Sales are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the Thunder Ridge High School students and athletes. They hope this school year is the best ever. Best wishes for a successful season from Kensington Lockers, Farmers National Bank, member FDIC, and Shaw Concrete and Construction, backing the Thunder Ridge Longhorns all season long.
Progressive Physical Therapy Center has been an integral part of the Hayes community since 2007. Tim Marcus, physical therapist, has led the Hayes physical therapy team ever since the business opened. The Progressive staff offers expert care in a friendly environment. You no longer need a physician's referral when seeking services provided by a physical therapist. Call Progressive Physical Therapy. Their licensed therapists provide personalized patient care and treatments. Progressive Physical Therapy, 2209 Canterbury in Hayes.
We're back here at Northern Valley where the score is 6-0. The Huskies just drove the ball 53 yards on 5 plays. The scoring play, Kinder Connect hooked up with Land on a nice play-action pass, wide open. PAT was no good. Teeing it up now for the Huskies is aforementioned Land. He's a 6'3", 213-pound senior.
Backer Taylor and Moorish for Thunder Ridge. It's not going to get, though. Taken by the up back, number 40 right there.
Hale returned the ball up to the...
It's hard to see those markers. I think it's the 30-yard line.
Yeah.
We're sitting about the 40, so I'm going to have to gauge from that. But from across the field, 50 yards or 60 yards, a little bit tough to see those markers.
About 5 minutes left here in the first quarter.
So Caden Van Eaton going to try it his second time here. He hands off right there to Gavin Taylor, and the senior takes it up. Oh, we'll give him 3 yards. Going to be second down and 7. 5:05 on the clock. Clock is rolling. It's been a pretty quick game. Both teams really haven't thrown the ball around.
When you run the ball a lot, that clock tends to keep going unless someone steps out of bounds. So, like I said, both teams really like to run the ball.
Van Eaton again gives the ball to Taylor, and Taylor gets another 4 yards. Going to be, well, they're going to back it up. Going to give him about 3 yards.
Let's take a look at this again. They're running out of a pro set rather than out of the I. So you'll see him. It's a little bit different angle than running straight out of the I formation. Gets Taylor more back to that tailback slot that he's probably a little more used to.
Kinder Connect's our leading tackler right here. He has 10.4 tackles a game. You really don't want your safety to be the leading tackler. Much rather your linebackers or your linemen be those leading tacklers.
Taylor gets ahead. That's going to be close to a first down, but from this angle, it looks like it might be just a little short.
Yeah, didn't quite reach the 40. He's got to reach the 39. It's going to be 4th down and 1. We'll see what they do. Send in Van Eaton with the play.
4th and 1. It'll be interesting to see here if they go long count here.
Van Eaton is listed at 135 pounds.
Yeah, not a very big kid.
And they do a cross buck, and I don't know if they got it. We'll have to see.
That's Moorish. Let's get another look at this here from our Next Tech replay.
Boy, he had to fight for every yard he got there.
I tell you what, he did do a nice job of doing those, keeping his feet moving and giving himself a chance.
They're going to stop this at the 3:40 mark and see if this is a turnover on downs. Looks like it's a first down, though.
A first down.
The nose of the football.
That you don't want to talk about really critical plays this early in the game, but, boy, that really was one. It kind of staunches the bleeding a little bit, gets Thunder Ridge a little bit of momentum now.
Really, I mean, as far as matchups go, weight-wise, they match up well. They got a 160-pound freshman in Landon Gearing. They got a 235-pound freshman, Cade Doherty. 200-pound is their center, niche. Braden Hale's in there. They pull the guard right there. Cade Doherty pulls and comes out to try to hit the end.
Moorish on the carry. Looks like a gain of about 2 there. They're trying to get a little trap action going there.
So 2nd down and 8. 3:03. Clock's going to roll under 3 minutes in this first quarter. And Northern Valley, the only one with the score. Boy, batted down at the line. Batted down by Caden Bach, 5'10", 167-pound freshman, gets his paws in the air. He has 9.4 tackles per game, so there's a bright spot there.
Hey, Next Tech Game Time is brought to you by the Chiropractic Centers of Phillipsburg and Stockton, Roof Masters Roofing and Sheet Metal, RM Construction Metals, the Next Tech Directory, and Advantage Glass Plus.
So they split one out and put a slot receiver in. And here's Van Eaton, throws it down the middle and has a perfect strike right there to Tyler Moorish. He goes in for a 36-yard pass play, evens up the score at 6 at the 2:46 mark, and a beautiful play right there.
Here, let's see the replay of that. Let's see some nice pass blocking here by downfield. Let's go.
He was covered well right there by 35. Colton Bach had him covered and just broke open late, threw the ball where he thought the receiver was going to be, and made a great play.
Comes the PAT, and this may be the PATs may be a big part of this game.
I think they're going to get him for, false start.
Dead ball, false start. Here, replay.
It hurts a little bit about that play. That was 3rd and 8. You had to figure, and especially at formation, they showed that pass was coming. Well executed there. Like I said, Van Eaton finds Moorish.
So Caden Van Eaton, the junior, is going to spread this way out. I mean, we don't have a camera that'll even get all these players in. Van Eaton, just a quick strike to Seth Lloyd. He drops the ball. We owe you a break. You're watching Game Time on Next Tech Local 1.
Best wishes for a successful season from Professional Fire Equipment Company, LLC, servicing all makes of fire extinguishers. Good luck, teams, from Paul Wurtenberger Construction, building Kansas dreams for over 30 years. And from Steel Fabrications Incorporated, the Iron Men of Western Kansas, providing complete machine shop service, welding service, and steel sales. Proudly supporting all the area students and athletes. The Norton County Hospital and Medical Clinic, offering complete family health care to the region.
Hi.
We're looking for insurance.
Let's see who's free.
When insurance agents work for only one company, their options are simply limited. But a trusted choice independent agent is free to shop many companies for a better deal. Free to do what's right for you.
See Rogers and Associates Insurance in Phillipsburg.
Taylor's getting ready to cue up the kickoff here at 6-6 with 2:40 left here in the first quarter.
Back here in Alameda, we're in the valley right here. Thunder Ridge Longhorns just made the score even right there on a 37-yard pass play. And, boy, they get quick kick and alert play over there by Land. Cody Land, who's increased his touchdown reception output by 50%, caught his 3rd touchdown of the season tonight.
39-yard line, 1st and 10. That's the only thing about doing a quick kick like that. You give up a little bit of field position, but to be honest, an 8-man, you get a lot of crazy returns. A lot of teams like to run reverse action, like to run a wall action. It's just hard to defend the whole field, so that risk is generally worth taking on an onside like that.
Of course, if you're looking to kick it, Land, I don't think, would be the one to kick it to as a receiver. Here is Kinnerconnect. Kinnerconnect looked like he had a hole there initially. It closed up pretty well, and 24, Michael Gibson, the junior, tackles him with a 1-yard gain. 2nd down and 9. 2nd down and 9. We're under 2.5 minutes. Clock is rolling.
Looking here on Twitter, see if we got any early scores in. The ones I'm seeing aren't from this part of the state. We'll try to keep you abreast of some of the big action out here tonight.
Up
Dead ball, false start. Green, replay, second down.
I have a partial score. It says Plainville 8, and then it has a colon. So I'm wondering if Plainville's ahead of La Crosse 8-0. We'll get an update from Curtis Brown here after a bit. He can tell us what's going on in that game. The ball will be at the Northern Valley 35, where it'll be 2nd and 14.
Kinderconnect in the gun. He fakes that pass to Seals and then throws it to him, and he's got a screen play set up really nicely. Oh, my goodness. Tell you what, Tyler Morrish comes up, slips through a couple of blockers, brings that play down. The play looked like it was developing well.
The ball is the Thunder Ridge 33.
They looks like a penalty on the play.
It's going to be a pass play of 12 yards if there's not a penalty.
No, they're not moving anything. Nope, now they're moving it.
Thunder, we got another score here. A big matchup in 2A. Phillipsburg 8, Sedgwick 0. That's 2 ranked teams playing a non-district game tonight.
3rd down and 2. Oh, and they're going to the fullback reset. The fullback moved and reset, set for a second.
Kinderconnect with a gain of 2. That might be enough for a first down. We'll have to see.
They're going to say it's 4th down right here. And they're going to ask for a measurement and get it.
Here, let's take it. Next Tech Game Time is brought to you by Leon's Welding and Fabrication, Next Tech Wireless, The Golden Griddle, J-Corp, and Mapes & Miller LLP. And we have both sidelines. Are we?
No, at minute 20. Looks like they're going to bring in the change. The Northern Valley crowd wasn't too happy about it. They spotted the ball, and then they kind of moved it back a little bit. I'm sure his knee was down, and then he extended his body. So, it's a good spot. Spot was where it was supposed to be, and it's going to come up a foot short, 4th down and a foot at the minute 20 mark.
So, ball resting at about, we must have a timeout here. Both sides have went to their sideline. Unless, I guess it could have been an official's timeout too. The ball resting at the 31.
Well, Northern Valley asked for the measurement.
Scott City leads Ulysses 6-0 in the first quarter. Ulysses has that stud running back there that might give them a chance against the Beaver team that is always really stout.
We talked about the matchup between the Thunder Ridge offensive line and the defensive line for Northern Valley. And it looked like it favored Thunder Ridge. And we talk about the matchup here. You go across the line from left end to right end, 213, 248, 188 at center, 196 at right guard, and 143 at right end. It does actually favor Northern Valley.
Kinderconnect, nice sneak there, yeah.
Easy yardage for the first down. They needed a foot. They got a yard. First down and 10, minute 18. The clock will wind as the chains are set.
It's kind of interesting. They had twins out here to the left, tried to spread the formation maybe to get a little bit bigger gap. Been interesting to see what kind of secondary coverage you had on that.
Colton Box been solid at center the whole time. And there's Kinderconnect. He's got some room to run, and he will run to the end zone. 6 more points at the minute 02 mark. They're going to go up 12-6. And looking for 2 more on the untimed down.
Once again, they do all that cross-buck action, and as a defense, you got to kind of sort it all out. Did he give it to Bach? Did he give it to Seals? Does he boot? And sometimes you, as a defense, you get lost in that. And Kinderconnect's obviously a really good athlete, too.
Here's Kinderconnect. He pulls it from Seals, throws it out there to Number 40, Caden Bach, and scores. Hey, we owe you a break. You're watching Game Time on Next Tech Local 1.
That was us then, and this is us now.
We're still here and growing strong, just like Roofmasters.
Roofmasters, your local roofing company, still installs only the highest quality warranted roofing materials.
And takes care of all insurance claims.
Call Roofmasters Roofing today for a free estimate.
Here at Northern Valley, that drive was 5 plays, 41 yards. A Kinder Connect on a boot action goes 30 yards for a TD. The PAT Kinder Connect hooked up with Bach. He faked it to Bach, pulled it back out of Bach's belly. Bach then just kind of flared out into the flats, and he tossed him a nice shot, soft little pass.
Cody Land teeing up the ball. He's going to boot this little roller. Bounces, kind of a funny bounce, and it's dancing all over. Nice kick's going to be fielded at the 24-yard line.
Yeah, Morris did the right thing there. You got a ball bouncing around like that, acting goofy. Just live to fight another day. Fall on it and let's go. Morris is the tailback, so I'm sure they don't have any problem with him carrying the ball if he catches it cleanly, however.
So they're going to spread a receiver out. They threw out this formation last time, had a 37-yard pass play. It went for a touchdown. We'll see what Van Eaton does this time. They're going to call a timeout. And let's take a timeout, too. Hey, you're watching Game Time on Next Tech Local 1.
Hays, Kansas, where traditions run deep, where your word is your bond. Cooking has a new standard. Welcome home.
Welcome back. Gavin Taylor running on that 2nd down and 10. Picks up about, we'll call it 4 yards. Brings down 2nd down and 6. That was the first and 10. First play after the kickoff.
Hey, we're glad you're watching the football game with us tonight. If there's baseball going on right now, the Royals did win in the 9th. Also, Texas won in 14 innings.
Pitch out here, and boy, it was sniffed out, but it was all Taylor could do just to make yards. He did a good job there. Kind of broke from that tackle.
Well, hey,
gains another 3 yards.
You know, Boone, there's a reason Brendan used that term sniffed out. The popcorn or something is wafting up here. It smells wonderful up here. So,
yeah, that's the end of the first quarter. Hey, let's go to another break. You're watching Game Time on Next Tech Local 1.
Farron just got a hamburger, too.
We all use our vehicle, or ride, differently. Some like to stand out. Others want to keep what's theirs, there. And there are those that want to be discreet or stay a bit cooler, while others prefer strictly function. And many simply want to move stuff around. Advantage Glass Plus can make your vehicle or ride a reality. 1005 Vine in Hayes, online or on Facebook. Listed in the Next Tech directory.
Hi, this is Dr. Cheney from the Chiropractic Centers of Phillipsburg, Stockton, and Plainville. Chiropractic is a wellness lifestyle that incorporates structure, function, nutrition, and lifestyle choices of the person into removing anything blocking the optimal expression of life. Our doctors and staff will leave no stone unturned in the search for your greater health and wellness. If you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, call us today at 877-351-7191.
See our ad in the Next Tech directory.
Back Alameda, Kansas. Thunder Ridge Longhorns with the ball, trying to even this thing out. And there's Van Eaton. He hands to Tyler Morrish. Morrish really hasn't been the featured back in this. A lot more carries for Taylor, but Morrish gets 5 yards. It's going to be a first down and 10. 11 just rolling into the second quarter.
That's Morrish's fourth carry of the night. Morrish has 11 yards on 4 carries. But that was a big first and 10. Keeps things rolling for the Longhorns.
Caden Van Eaton under center. He's going to give it to Morrish again. Morrish slips about another 3 yards. Second down and 7. Ball's on the 40-yard line.
Hey, you saw that commercial there. We want to thank the chiropractic centers there from Phillipsburg and for keeping us loosened up.
Van Eaton to Morrish again, and Morrish has a head of steam going along there. Flips over the tackle. Tackle's made there by 49, Matt Florence. Makes a nice tackle. Third down and 1.
And Morrish another gain of 6 there. Last 3 carries, he's got 3 carries, 15 yards, helping keep him on schedule.
And Morrish is running really, if you're a young back, is running exactly how you should run quickly. You know, you don't, pitter-patter to the line and then pick your hole. You need to run. 10:36 left in the first. They're going to pick up a first down on that. Barely.
Ball at about the 32-yard line of Northern Valley.
Van Eaton to Morrish again, and Morrish, 135 pounds of him, gets another 6 yards. It's going to be second down and 4. 10 will roll under the 10-minute mark for the half.
Stutzman there on the stop there. Stutzman is a 5'8", 139-pound freshman.
They're going to give him 5 on that play, so second and 5.
Like you said, Brendan,
they've
done a nice job of featuring Morrish your pass.
Van Eaton has a receiver out in the flat, Gavin Taylor. He's dancing around. He's going to score. Northern Valley had 2 defenders in the area. They kind of ran into each other.
That's the second pass of the night for these Van Eaton's completed.
So 14-12 is the score. They're going to see if they can even this up on this 2-point conversion. Caden Van Eaton to Morrish. And Morrish kind of picks his hole, and it is even. So with 9:43 left in the half, score is 14-14. You're watching Game Time on Next Tech Local 1.
A day on the trail isn't over until you say it is with the redesigned 2016 Terex and Terex 4 side-by-sides. With trail commanding power and versatility, completely reimagined front-end styling. Introducing the redesigned and fiercely rugged 2016 Terex and Terex 4.
North Central Kansas contractors, A&S Plumbing, and Long Island Ready Mix LLC are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the Northern Valley High School students and athletes. They hope this is the best school year ever. Best wishes for a successful season from First National Bank and Trust, member FDIC, the Rustic Rebel, and Home Oil Company, backing the Northern Valley Huskies all season long.
We're back. The touchdown play. Van Eaton hooks up with Taylor on a 27-yard pass. Moorish on the PAT run was good. That makes our score 14-14 with 9:43 left here in the second quarter. This game, looking at this game, doing the pre-seed before it looked like a nice match. If you say 2-1-4 teams, big deal. These are two teams that are playing hard. They're overcome some injuries, a lot of tradition on both sides of the ball, and they're getting after it.
Oh my goodness, what a boot! Boots it back to the 1-yard line. Jarrell Seals has it there. He's got plenty of room in front of him. Still on his feet, gets out to the 25-yard line. That was a heck of a kick right there, Chris Lee.
But that's the only problem in 8-man, those good kicks, unless you can get them in the end zone, sometimes they're dangerous because that gave Seals some ability to kind of read where the blocking was at, and he's obviously a pretty good athlete. He's got a nice spin move. So, like you said, it's a nice kick, and it's pretty to look at. If he'd got it, I'm sure that Coach Hendricks would like if he got it one more yard, and then that ball would be the 15 rather than the 25.
Kidder Connect. He goes to – I thought he actually went to Seals. He didn't. He gets another 15 yards on the option read, gets up to the 40-yard line, and they set up shop there. First and 10, 9:26 left in the half. Clock will wind. As they set the ball.
Right to midfield stripe. But like I said, that's hard to read as a defense. I mean, the guy who has contain on that time on the other side should squat and stay home. He shouldn't chase Seals, but that's easier said than done.
There he gives to Seals. Seals dances around, gets up to about the 37-yard line. He gains 3, second down and 7.
Nice balance here by the Longhorns. Kinder Connect, I'll get these added up here after a bit, but he's pretty close to 100 yards. He has 2 carries of over 30 yards, a carry of 8, carry of 15. So
they're pushing the line of scrimmage right there, and Kinder Connect pulls it, and he's got a wide open space down the middle of the field, and he will score. Looking at the flags, no flags on the play. So they'll put 6 more on the clock right here, 8:36 left.
Kinder Connect was at 98 yards before that carry, so now he is at 135 yards.
They're pressuring the line of scrimmage. Once you get past those 3 yards of defensemen, you're going to score because there's no one really back there. There was no safety help back there. Safety kind of moved over because he took the bite for Seals.
3 plays, 55 yards on that drive.
And they were gone. So under center is Kinder Connect. Bach to the left. And they're going to pass this way out to the corner over here for number 88, Damian Wellman. He's going to score that 2-point conversion. Hey, let's keep it here. Next Tech is brought to you by Leon's Welding and Fabrication. Next Tech Wireless, the Golden Griddle, J-Corp, and Mapes and Miller LLP. 8:36 left in the half, and the Huskies go up 22-14.
As I say, this is a good 8-man football here. You may say that's a lot of points. It's really hard in 8-man to defend the field. And what Northern Valley's doing is, they've run crossbucks, they've run some dives, so they've forced Thunder Ridge to defend the middle of the field. They've run some bootlegs where they've got to the perimeter, and now they're throwing the ball. And what Kinder Connect did on that play is he faked the dive, he booted out to the right and looked like he was going to run it, and then he threw it all the way back across the field to the left. And Wellman was wide open there on that PAT.
And really the people that can recover from that don't see him backing up, getting ready to pass. So they're still thinking he's running.
Okay, here we got a score. Plainville 8, La Crosse 0. We'll hear from Curtis Brown here at some point. He can give us an update from the sidelines at that game.
Cody Land going to kick this thing away to Taylor and Moorish, and then the upbacks.
Okay, La Crosse scored 8-6 now.
And they're going to get on the ball, have the ball at the 38-yard line. 1st and 10 right there. They're not wanting to kick that deep. Still with 8:35 left in the half, 22-14. Pretty competitive game as opposed to a couple that we've seen in the last few weeks. We've hit everybody's homecoming game. Kind of a homecoming tour. Van Eaton. Oh, boy.
Morris did a nice job of hauling that ball back in. It was just a little bit behind him. It looks like he's going to lose maybe a yard. Maybe
they're going to give him about a half-yard gain, really a foot gain, so he's not going to.
Well, he did a nice job of corralling that ball in, and also Morris has done a pretty nice job, too, of kind of getting that forward lean and getting that little bit extra at the end of the play, and that may not seem like a lot, but it adds up over time.
Van Eaton. Oh, Morris lost the ball. I think he got back on it. They are saying it's going to be third down. Kind of got the ball at chest level. 7:49 left in the half. He does recover that.
Off the midfield stripe, bring up third and a long 8.
Yeah, it looks like about 3rd and 9 even. They're going to spread this one out. Remember, they did throw out of this, and Coach Fesenton is reminding them that they did throw out of it. Boy, they had that's going to be intentional ground. He didn't get past the line of scrimmage. He is out of the tackle box, but he didn't get past the line of scrimmage. Had a screen set up, and it just never really developed.
Phillipsburg 16, Sedgwick 0. That's a big game in 2A. There's no district berth on the line there, but that's a big game for who you think's the big dogs in 2A.
So expect a punt coming out of this. It's going to be 4th
see what our
down.
Whitehead has to say here.
Intentional grounding. White, that's a loss of down. 4th down.
4th and 20. 5. Fourth and 25. They're going to punt this away. Remember, they bounced the snap last time. 7:21 left.
Next Tech Game Time brought to you by Hayes Recreation Commission, Heartland Building Center, Storage Solutions of Hayes, Tri-Central Office Supply, and Day Motorsports.
Better. Oh, boy, nice spiral on that ball. Gets all the way inside the 20, the 19-yard line. Little low line drive punt, but it had a nice spiral to it. We'll see what they can do. 7-11. They got plenty of time in the half. See if they can add to this lead, 22-14. So Northern Valley takes over, looking to go up 2 touchdowns.
And that really helps the Thunder Ridge cause to get a nice punt off there. Like I said, and we've seen them. This is the second time we've seen them this season. They've really struggled with gaining field position. Timeout, Thunder Ridge.
We're going to go to a break. You're watching Game Time on Next Tech Local 1.
When you need dirt construction of any type at any time, call Joel Younger at Flatlander Dirt Works, LLC. Flatlander Dirt Works offers 24-hour service on oil field, farm, residential, and commercial dirt construction. They even handle septic systems and water line installation and repair. They've got all the big boy toys at Flatlander Dirt Works, serving all of Northwest Kansas. Call 623-7744. Proud supporters of all our area athletes. Flatlander Dirt Works, LLC.
You feel good. We've got Brendan here tonight. I know he'd really like to have been at late night at KU. They're opening their basketball season. I'm sure he was trying to get tickets to that, maybe just couldn't get in. So.
I was either going to go there or I was going to have some dental work without anesthesia. I look forward to both those things.
Let's see. We got a score here. Scott City 14, Ulysses 0. That's a number 3 team in 3A versus the number 4 team in 4A, and the 3A school is winning 14-0.
Kinner connect. He hands off to Caden Bach. Bach gets a strong 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 5.
Once again, that's another way that that they make you defend the entire field. Bach, that's only his second carry on the night, but a strong run right up the middle there. They've kind of spread him out with some boots, with some cross bucks, and now they've just kind of smacked him in the mouth there.
And Bach again, he's going to muscle this up for another couple of yards. It's going to be 3rd down and 3.
Ball being spotted there at about just outside the 25-yard line.
A long 3. 6:26 left in the half.
Home and away, you're covered nationwide with Next Tech Wireless, the official wireless provider of Next Tech Game Time.
A long time in the huddle. They're going to split a Land comes out to the left. Safety still in the middle of the field. And Land's kind of a long out. Oh, Land had a little bit of room here to the left, kind of made a motion to the inside, dipped to the outside. Tyler Morrish brings him down, but not after he gained enough yardage for the 1st and 10. They're going to start there at the 35.
Give him a gain of about 10 on that play. Here's the replay. Fakes the crossbuck action. Nice spiral out there to Land. Hit him right on the numbers. Gain of 10. He does a nice job securing the ball and a little bit of traffic.
Kinderconnect just takes this play up as much as he can. It looked like it was going to the right. There was a mesh of people back there pulling guards, and he just wanted to get yardage, positive yardage, gets a yard, 2nd down and 9.
12 carries, 136 yards for Kinderconnect on the night. Already been fairly productive.
Again, remember, Kinderconnect averages 4 yards a carry.
They're pointing both ways. It's kind of interesting. 42 hit himself on the helmet there.
Dead ball, encroachment, defense. 5 yards, 2nd down.
So it's going to be a 2nd down and 4 now.
I put the ball just inside the midfield stripe. They are nominally in Thunder Ridge territory.
2nd down and 4. Clock's going to roll under 5 minutes for the half. And right inside, give right there. Bach has the ball. He's going to get down the sidelines, being chased. No. There's a flag all the way back here at the 25-yard line. We'll see what happens.
I'm not thinking Northern Valley's going to like this call. White Hat's already, he hasn't turned his mic on yet, but we have him opened up here. Now he's turning it on.
Block in the back, green, 10 yards, 2nd down.
So that'll negate most of that run. But they'll almost have enough yardage for the 1st down from where that was stepped off.
Wild? Yeah, you're exactly right.
It's going to be 2nd down and inches. I'll tell you why misdirection works in an offense, and it works only if the quarterback's good with the ball, and Kinderconnect is good with that ball.
Oh, yeah, he's a huge threat.
Yeah. Boy, wrapped up at the line of scrimmage right there by 21, Gavin Taylor, and he gains nothing. It's going to be 3rd down and inches. Caden Bach just met at the line. .425 left in the half. Clock is rolling. And here's Kinderconnect. They've snuck this before. And they're going to sneak it again and get the 1st down. So the chains will move. Ball will be set. Chains will move. And the clock will roll. And if you're Northern Valley, you don't really want this thing to, have a lot of time if you score. So roll under 4 minutes before they get this snap off.
Offset I formation there for the Huskies.
Oh, Kind of snuffed that out in the backfield with 23 right there.
Yeah,
Came up and made the hit.
Going to give that a loss of 1.
33, excuse me. Landon Gehring, the freshman.
2nd and 11, the ball just 36. I hear someone call timeout.
Timeout Northern Valley. That's, I think they're 2nd of the half. We're going to go to a break. You're watching Game Time and Next Tech Local 1.
The Golden Q is a great place to enjoy a meal with family and friends. The Q offers daily specials, lots of tasty sides and appetizers to go along with your favorite Q burger or other sandwich with 3 dozen choices. Or try the Q salads and wraps, along with their delicious golden wings with rubs and sauces. And yes, the Q's still a great place to watch the game with a cold beer. And for breakfast, the new Golden Griddle next to the Golden Q, 809 Ash, Hayes.
We're back here at Northern Valley. I see one score of interest. Otis Bison 36, Fairfield Cunningham 0. Otis Bison is ranked as well. They're in the same district that Thunder Ridge and Northern Valley are in. Otis Bison, St. John's, Beloit, Tipton, Victoria. This is a beastly division, but that's an out of district game, and Otis Bison's running up big like they have been all year long. Looking for other scores here. And I'm just seeing a lot of stuff from Eastern Kansas that doesn't help us. So we are looking at 2nd and 11, the ball 36-yard line.
3:26 left in the half. Kinderconnect in the gun, high snap. And
whoa, that's loose still.
They're going to lose this one.
Number 20 falls on that ball.
And they're going to get a penalty also. We'll see what happened. That
Ryan Eck
shot
is
out
number
of the
20 by the A.
Dead ball. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Green. Result of the play is a first down.
So 15 yards.
So that gives Thunder Ridge the ball an awfully good field position here. The ball resting at the 25.
Van Eaton, Moorish. And Tyler Moorish doesn't get anything. Kind of gets hit in the backfield by number 32, Cody Land.
No gain for Moorish on that play. Moorish has 10 carries on the night now.
Matt Florence is in the game. He's been in the game, has a knee injury. He's got a brace on that right knee. We were instructed that he had a bruise, and this is going to be a pass. Throws out there, picks it off. Does Kinderconnect. Just snuck underneath that pass. The pass was a little bit underthrown.
Yes. Well, he kind of short-armed it, and but Kinderconnect does a nice job stepping underneath and intercepting it. So give that one to Kinderconnect. Van Eaton's 2 of 4 on the night. He's had a decent night throwing the ball for 64 yards and a TD, but also now a pick in there too.
Right there to Bach, and Bach barrels down for a 6-yard, 7-yard gain. Going to be 2nd down and 3. Scott City's up on Ulysses 14-0. I don't know if you had that score or not, but that's a tough matchup. Both of them ranked. Right here's Jarrell Seals. He sidesteps the player. They're going to get an illegal block, I believe, back here. So we'll see what the call is from the umpire.
Block in the back. Green, 10 yards, second down.
So that'll negate a lot of yardage.
That puts the ball all the way back.
Second down and 7. 2 minutes left in this first half. Clock is rolling. If you remember, Northern Valley had it with 4 minutes left, and time wasn't really of the essence, but 2 minutes left is starting to get a little bit critical.
Here, when we get a little break here, we're going to go to Curtis Brown. He's got an update.
Oh, and he's got a receiver. Boy, I tell you what, if he'd have thrown it out there, been able to throw it out there, he's kind of gotten a rush, Kensington did. Throws it out there, gets up to the 37-yard line, first down and 10.
Who was that?
That was Damian Wellman that caught that pass. 5'10", 143-pound junior. I think that's his second pass of the night. Caught a point after touchdown. Interconnect in the gun. They're not going to get this one off.
Here, let's throw it to Curtis Brown. He's going to give us an update from La Crosse.
Welcome back to La Crosse and Next Tech Game Time's coverage of the 2A District 7 game between the La Crosse Leopards and the Plainville Cardinals. The game started with Plainville taking the ball and drove 53 yards for a touchdown, capped off by Hayden Friend's 21-yard touchdown run. The two-point conversion was good, making the score 8-0 at that point. On La Crosse's first drive, they drove down the Plainville 5-yard line, but the Cardinals defense came up big and stopped them on downs. At the end of the first quarter, the score is Plainville 8, La Crosse 0. Reporting from La Crosse, this is Curtis Brown with Next Tech Game Time.
We're back here. A little swing pass from Kinder Connect to Seals. Gain of about 1, I'm going to say.
Ben Jones lost his helmet on that play. I don't know what happened, but it came tumbling off, rolling over to the sidelines. Second down and 4. Clock rolling, minute 24. Actually, the clock is stopped because he ran out of bounds. Minute 24. Big splits. There are huge splits on this Northern Valley line. I mean, they got a yard between the guys.
Yeah, and that's something they've traditionally liked to do, and that's kind of goes hand with the, doing the cross buck, doing the boot. They're trying to spread you out.
They've actually gone. They're going to call a timeout, save some. Actually, it looks like an equipment timeout. Ben Jones lost his helmet before. He's having some equipment issues. They're going to bring in number 5 right there, Jesus Sainz, 5'11", 170-pound freshman. Now they're going to call a timeout. Northern Valley's timeout. Let's go to a break. You're watching Game Time on Next Tech Local 1. Like we're going to keep it right here. Next Tech Game Time.
Ball resting at 38. It's a 3rd and about 4 here for the Huskies. Huskies coming up on the ball. Thunder Ridge rapidly returning to the ball here. Longhorns coming out in their, looks like a 4-3 set. Bach is stacked up there nicely. Gavin Taylor there. Also, number 33 on the stop. That's Landon Gehring.
And they actually run to Jesus Sainz, who came in for Ben Jones. They run to his side. They put Sainz to the outside, bumped Cody Landman to the inside.
We got an equipment problem back here in the backfield. That's number 6, Tyler Morrish, having a little trouble with his hat. So that'll bring up a 4th down, though, 4th and 4. It actually kind of works to Northern Valley's advantage because it gives them a minute to think about it. Looks like they're going to punt here. Back to punts, number 5 for Northern Valley.
Yeah, that's Jesus Signs. He actually came in and replaced Jones. Just kept him in there to punt.
Long snap count, trying to draw him off maybe.
There's actually some noise coming from the sidelines.
Back judge was counting it off, so Signs sends a roller out of bounds at about the
21-yard line. They're gonna right in between the 20 and the 21. They're gonna have 12 seconds left. So nice job for Northern Valley to milk that clock all the way down. 12 seconds left.
Next Tech Game Time brought to you by the Chiropractic Centers of Phillipsburg and Stockton, Roof Masters Roofing and Sheet Metal, RM Custom Metals, the Next Tech Directory, and Advantage Glass Plus.
So 12 seconds remaining in the half. Caden Van Eaton's going to try to get this ball 60 yards.
He is in the shotgun. Let's see if they got twins to the top of the screen. He's lofting it in the middle.
It's
intercepted.
Picked off. Picked off right there by number 24.
Seals intercepts that pass. He kind of just floated out over the middle. So
3 seconds left on the clock. They're going to have a little bit of time, but looks like they're flag on the play. We'll see what happens here. I'm guessing holding.
Either way. Holding. White. That penalty's declined. Be a first down.
First down by Northern Valley. They're going to decline a holding penalty. Take over the ball right there and call a timeout. Next Tech Game Time is brought to you by the Hayes Recreation Commission, Heartland Building Center, Storage Solutions of Hayes, Tri-Central Office Supply, and Day Motorsports. Coming up at halftime, we're going to have Curtis Brown. He's on location out in La Crosse, Plainville. I have some stats updates from my partner Chris Lee. Talk about scoring drives. We're also going to do the Storage Solutions second half kick, and we're going to have the Heritage Insurance scoreboard show. So stick around. We got minutes of your entertainment pleasure here at halftime.
Yeah, already figuring up the old stats here, getting us ready to rock and roll.
So
3 seconds left. Yep. That's the only thing about that pick when you saw that ball go up is your Northern Valley's going to have the opportunity now to throw one to itself in the end zone. That's number 40 at the top of the screen here. Might take a shot at throwing it to Caden Bach up there.
Oh, boy, I tell you.
Pass is incomplete.
They had a receiver on the left-hand sideline. So really, he was covered. So that is the half. Remember, coming up, Curtis Brown's Heritage Insurance scoreboard show. We're going to update you on all the stats. Stick around. You're watching Game Time on Next Tech Local 1.
Julie Kuhlman Photography, D&K Insurance Services, Darren McDowell, and Levine Construction are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the Thunder Ridge High School students and athletes. They hope this is the best school year ever. Best wishes for a successful season from Ferguson Angus, Lynn and Lori Ferguson, Rusty Tractor, and BIH Plumbing and Electric. Backing the Thunder Ridge Longhorns on the field, in the classroom, and on the courts all season long.
When it's time for your next building project, there's only one place to go for high-quality products, service, and prompt delivery. Heartland Building Center has everything you'll need from the ground up. Lumber, trusses, paint, tools, stone, windows and doors, cabinets, and more. And when you shop at Heartland Building Center, you're not just improving your home, you're also supporting a local business.
Heartland takes your building needs to heart.
Heartland Building Center, Hayes, Russell, and Stockton.
From senior trips to toddler adventures and youth sports, the Hayes Recreation Commission is your one-stop shop for fun. Check out our 2015 fall and winter brochure for a complete list of scheduled events and classes. The fun times continue in the HRC Wellness Center, where you can enroll in personal training and memberships. The HRC provides fun and fitness for all ages. Visit hazerec.org, call 785-623-2650, or stop by 1105 Canterbury in Hayes to learn more.
When it comes to commercial and residential concrete construction in the Hayes area, J-Corp is the preferred choice. They can handle your project from ground up, including excavation, site prep, to finish concrete and pavement, driveways, curbs, streets, parking lots. No job is too big or too small. They also sell and deliver sand, rock, and asphalt millings. Call for a free estimate today. The rock-solid choice in concrete construction. J-Corp, 1707 East 10th Street in Hayes. Leon's Welding and Fabrication in Hayes has been serving Western Kansas for over 25 years. With custom fabrication in the oil field as well as metal projects, including gates, handrails, metal art creations, sandblasting, and powder coating. New to Leon's Welding this year is dustless blasting. Now you can remove virtually any type of coating from any material and finish the job with a durable, long-lasting, baked-on powder coating. Leon's Welding and Fabrication, East Highway 40 in Hayes. Regulations and tax laws are always changing. That's why businesses and professionals turn to the experienced team at Mapes & Miller Certified Public Accountants. With 8 CPAs to assist you, they offer a wide range of services from tax preparations, bookkeeping, and payroll to auditing and accounting services. They can also help farmers, ranchers, and small businesses with tax planning. It's not what you make, it's what you keep. Mapes & Miller Certified Public Accountants with offices in Norton, Phillipsburg, Stockton, and Quinter.
Welcome back to Almena, where the Northern Valley Huskies lead 22-14 at halftime. Big game of action right there. Great game, competitive game. Chris Lee, let's hear the stats for the home team.
Stats for Northern Valley. Kinder Connect has 137 yards on 13 carries. Seals has 30 yards on 10 carries. Bach has 10 yards on 6 carries. Kinder Connect is 5 of 6 passing for 69 yards. He's hooked up with Land a couple times, Seals once, Seals twice, and Wellman once. For Thunder Ridge, Morrish has carried 10 times for 27 yards. Taylor has carried 7 times for 21 yards. Van Eaton has completed 2 of 5 passes. He hooked up with Morrish for 37 yards, Taylor 27 yards. 1 TD, so he said 64 yards passing, but the 1 interception by Seals was just about costly here at the end of the half. So that's your statistics.
Let's go to the Heritage Insurance scoreboard update, talking about the games around the area. And there's some interesting games happening tonight. Dodge City 35-0. Kind of expected Hayes to have a hard time. Hayes a little bit depleted on numbers, has some injuries. And Dodge City is kind of anti of that. They have no injuries. They're not depleted anywhere and have put 35 points on Hayes. TMP down to Oakley 21-7. It's an MCL matchup, Colby and Norton. Colby's up on this 20-0, so Norton have a time there.
Yeah, that's a surprising score there. Phillipsburg up over Sedgwick 24-7. That's 2 ranked powers in an out-of-district game. Curtis Brown is at Plainville. He'll tell us more about that later, but Plainville's up by 2 at halftime, 16-14. Smith Center's ahead of El Salim, 14-0. Goodland's up over Russell, 26-14. Great Bend over Liberal, 24-6. Garden City, 14. Wichita East, 7. Osborne, who we had last week, who was just dominant in their game with Lakeside Downs, they're up over Clifton Clyde in a district matchup, 22-0. Big game. Victoria's up over St. John's Beloit, 44-6. Victoria, when you consider they're playing without their starting quarterback, they are just dominant. That St. John's Beloit team's a good team, but they're down 44-6 at halftime.
On the way up here, we stopped in Hill City to gas up. I saw a Victoria resident there that I knew, and he had talked about their quarterback being down and just having that matchup with Otis Bison that's kind of looming on the horizon. He was excited to see what's going to happen there.
Yeah, Logan Palco is up over Quinter, an undermanned Quinter team, 24-0 in the first quarter. Hodgman County over Trigo, 20-8 in the second quarter. That's really a kind of survivor game in that district because you figure Spearville's probably got one of the district playoff berths out of that district. So these two are probably battling for the other one. No score there with Hill City St. Francis. Tri-Plains Brewster. Maybe a slight upset there, 12-6 over Hostigs. Tri-Plains Brewster needs to get that win there because they have the big beast in there, Sharon Springs, in their district. But if they can get out over Hoxie and over Wheatland Grinnell, they'll have a chance. No score, Weskin versus Golden Plains. That's a six-man game, by the way. Our score here, 22-14. No score, Stockton Atwood. Lakeside, Wakefield, no score. Central Plains, 40. Little River, 8. Nest City, 22. South Gray, 0. That's a district game. Probably a consolation game because that's that same district. Trigo, all those guys are in. No score, Wallace County, Wheatland Grinnell. That's a big game for Wheatland Grinnell if they want to stay afloat in that district. And Rock Hills, 32. Oberlin, 0. That's a non-district game. Decatur, Oberlin's in with St. Francis, Quinter, Logan Palco, that bunch, Hill City. But the Red Devils taking it on the chin right now.
And actually, another score, Scott City, the number 3 team in 3A, is up 14 to the number 4 team in 4A, Ulysses, 14-0. So Scott City doing well in that game. When we come back, we're going to go on location with Curtis Brown. He's in La Crosse. Hey, you're watching Game Time on Next Tech Local 1.
For those who play by their own rules, the ones who need new breed of side-by-side. Forged from over 130 years of Kawasaki engineering. Built Kawasaki strong to take care of business. Get out there, get your hands dirty, get it done. The Mule Pro Series has got your back. Capability and strength for whatever lies ahead.
Musical instruments, you'll find those here. Next Tech Directory, in print, online, and now mobile. Find what you're looking for.
You should never run out of the important stuff.
Really?
If your current wireless plan leaves you at the end of your rope, imagine how you'll feel with Nextech Wireless with unlimited everything. Nextech Wireless gives you the freedom to go as far as you want. Nextech Wireless, something different.
I'm Adam Stensel, production supervisor with Arm Custom Metals in Hays, Kansas. Arm Custom Metals' goal is to serve all your building components needs. Arm Custom Metals fabricates panels and custom trim to your specifications and links in 48 hours or less. Arm Custom Metals also fabricates standing seam roof and wall panels on site for all your residential and commercial projects. Come see us today at Arm Custom Metals, RM Custom Metals, 2150 East 8th Street in Hays, Kansas.
For serious golf and serious fun, head to Precision Valley Golf in Hays. Gear up in Precision Valley's full-service pro shop. Groove your swing on their lighted driving range. Call to schedule your next group outing on their challenging mini golf course or one of their 3 newly updated indoor golf simulators. New to Precision Valley is the Bicycle Shop, featuring bike sales and repair. Stop in soon at Precision Valley Golf on West 27th Street in Hays.
CenCon of Kansas, K6 Farms Trucking, and John and Mary Kruger, Pro Ag Marketing, and Midwest Trailer Sales are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the Thunder Ridge High School students and athletes. They hope this school year is the best ever. Best wishes for a successful season from Kensington Lockers, Farmers National Bank member FDIC, and Shaw Concrete and Construction, backing the Thunder Ridge Longhorns all season long.
Back here at Northern Valley, where the host team is ahead 22-14. Let's throw it to Curtis Brown. He's at La Crosse. He's going to give us an update on the La Crosse-Plainville game.
Welcome back to La Crosse and Next Tech Game Time's coverage of the 2A District 7 contest between the La Crosse Leopards and the Plainville Cardinals. We're at halftime. In the first play of the second quarter, La Crosse was able to hit a touchdown for 1 yard. Clayton Herdman 1 yard out on a touchdown run. The 2-point conversion was no good, making the score at that point Plainville 8, La Crosse 6. Plainville answered back with Hayden Friend's 14-yard touchdown run, his second of the night. 2-point conversion good, making the score 16-6 at that point. La Crosse was able to score one more time before the half with 49 seconds left on a 23-yard touchdown pass from Clayton Herdman to Alex J. The 2-point conversion was good, making the score at that point 16-14 Plainville, and that's the score at our half. Reporting from La Crosse, this is Curtis Brown with Next Tech Game Time.
Back here at Northern Valley, just over 3 minutes left. Both teams are on the field, so we haven't rewound the clock yet. 22-14. Let's take a look at the scoring drives here so far. Northern Valley drew first blood, 5 plays, 53 yards. The first score was a nice play-action pass. Kinder Connect, they'd run the ball. They'd done some boot action. He fakes the handoff and hooks up with Land on a 31-yard TD pass. His 2-point conversion, the pass was incomplete. That made it 6-0 with 5:24 left in the first. The very next possession, Thunder Ridge responded, 6 plays, 50 yards. A lot of running plays, but the scoring play, Van Eaton hooked up with Moorish on a 37-yard pass. Their PAT pass was also no good. That made it 6-6 with 2:40 left in the first quarter. Then right at the end of the first quarter, on the very next possession, the Huskies answered. 5 plays, 41 yards. The scoring play was a boot by Kinder Connect. He went 30 yards to score the TD. He hooked up with Bach on a pass for the PAT to make it 14-6 with 1:02 left in the first quarter. That was the scoring in the first quarter. Second quarter, early in the second quarter, the Longhorns go 8 plays, 53 yards. A lot of running plays, a lot of Moorish. But the scoring play, Van Eaton hooks up with Taylor, his fullback, on a 27-yard pass. Moorish runs it in for the PAT. That makes it 14-14 with 9:43 left in the second period. After the turn right around, the Huskies answer 3 plays, 55 yards. Kinder Connect had a 15-yard run, seals a 3-yard run, and then Kinder Connect goes 37 yards for the TD. He hooks up with Wellman. He did a nice job. I remember that play. He booted it to the right, made it look like a sweep. Then he threw it all the way across the field to the left side where Wellman was over on the left side of the end zone for a score, making it 22-14, 8:36 left in the game. And that is our score. After all that scoring there late in the first or in the second quarter, just all of a sudden stopped. And that's what gets us to 22-14.
Hey, when we come back, we're going to have your Storage Solutions second half kickoff. Minute left before they wind the clock for 3 minutes. We're going to come back. We'll you break. You're watching Game Time on Next Tech Local 1.
Progressive Physical Therapy Center has been an integral part of the Hayes community since 2007. Tim Marcus, physical therapist, has led the Hayes physical therapy team ever since the business opened. The Progressive staff offers expert care in a friendly environment. You no longer need a physician's referral when seeking services provided by a physical therapist. Call Progressive Physical Therapy. Their licensed therapists provide personalized patient care and treatments. Progressive Physical Therapy, 2209 Canterbury in Hayes. Best wishes for a successful season from Professional Fire Equipment Company, LLC, servicing all makes of fire extinguishers. Good luck, teams, from Paul Wurtenberger Construction, building Kansas dreams for over 30 years. And from Steel Fabrications Incorporated, the Iron Men of Western Kansas, providing complete machine shop service, welding service, and steel sales. Proudly supporting all the area students and athletes. The Norton County Hospital and Medical Clinic, offering complete family health care to the region.
Hi? We're looking for insurance.
Let's see who's free.
When insurance agents work for only one company, their options are simply limited. But a Trusted Choice independent agent is free to shop many companies for a better deal. Free to do what's right for you.
See Rogers and Associates Insurance in Phillipsburg.
That was us then, and this is us now.
We're still here and growing strong, just like Roof Masters.
Roof Masters, your local roofing company, still installs only the highest quality warranted roofing materials.
And takes care of all insurance claims.
Call Roof Masters Roofing today for a free estimate.
Hayes, Kansas, where traditions run deep, where your word is your bond. Home cooking has a new standard. Welcome home.
We all use our vehicle, or ride, differently. Some like to stand out. Others want to keep what's theirs, there. And there are those that want to be discreet or stay a bit cooler, while others prefer strictly function. And many simply want to move stuff around. Advantage Glass Plus can make your vehicle or ride a reality. 1005 Vine and Hayes, online or on Facebook. Listed in the Next Tech directory.
Back here at Northern Valley, where the Huskies are ahead 22-14. Checking the old Twitterverse here, the St. Louis Cardinals are ahead tonight 4-0. Their first round, their first game, the divisional series in the National League. If you didn't hear already, the Royals won an exciting game in the 5-4. In the 14th-inning contest, the Toronto Blue Jays lost to the Rangers, so they are down 2-0. Just real quickly, we haven't talked much about the bigger schools and their district play. They haven't started yet. In 3A District 1, Beloit's at Minneapolis tonight, not a district game. Norton, you saw their score earlier. They were losing to Colby. Colby's winless on the season, so that's a pretty interesting thing. Colby is a 4A school. Norton's listed amongst others in K-Preps on the 3A rankings. Norton's had a pretty good season, so it'll be interesting to see if that score holds up. Russell is also in that district. They're at Goodland. That's also a non-district game. The Cowboys are 2-3 on the season. TMP Hayes, they host Oakley tonight, and they're 2-3 on the season. In 2A, District 6. Now they are in the thick of district play there. The big game in that district that's not a district game is Phillipsburg. It traveled to number 2 Sedgwick, and the last score we had on that, I believe they were ahead. Now we're ready for our opening kickoff.
Second half Storage Solutions kickoff. Ball kind of bounces around. Nobody corrals it, and finally jumping on that, Gavin Taylor. Had a little bit of room to run, and he picked it up, but he just smartly jumps on that, covers it up, and 22-14. Thunder Ridge is going to try to dig their way out of an 8-point deficit. So not as much digging as we've seen in the last couple of weeks, but still behind. Northern Valley won the toss in the first half and elected not to defer but to receive. They wanted the ball right away. They didn't do it with anything with it the first series of downs. Traded series, there's Tyler Morris. He's going to gain a couple of yards. Short 2, we're going to call it second and a long 8.
Next Tech Game Time brought to you by Leon's Welding and Fabrication, Next Tech Wireless, The Golden Griddle, J-Corp, and Mapes & Miller LLP. Limited Liability Partnership.
There's Van Eaton, and he gives the ball straight ahead to Gavin Taylor. Taylor picks up a couple more, about 3 yards. It's going to be 3rd down and 5. 3rd down and 5. Clock just rolling under 11 minutes. Ball's on the 22-yard line.
I formation, tight formation. Thunder Ridge has used that a lot tonight.
Second back through. Morris gets the ball, tries to work a first down into the mix and doesn't quite get there. He's going to be about a yard short, 4th down and 1.
It'll be interesting to see what they do here. I'm guessing they're going to punt, but Thunder Ridge has struck. They did have one nice punt towards the end of the second quarter, but they have struggled some in their punting game, getting the snap and the catching the ball and all that. And they are coming out in a pro set here, so it looks like they're going to go for it.
Northern Valley's really rushed their punts, too. And they do get the first down, enough for the first down yardage. Gavin Taylor got kind of bottled up there and sidestepped to the left, makes at least a yard.
Yeah, like you said, he did a nice job of missing that. I don't know if that was a quick trap or what that was, but yeah, he kind of had to sidestep to get there. He did a nice job keeping his head up, finding the open lane. The ball's at the 27-yard line, will be 1st and 10.
Tight formation again. They're in a pro set. Van Eaton to Morris. And Tyler Morris, the 135-pound junior, takes it ahead for 2 yards. This is about the schedule they were on last time. It took 4 downs to do it.
I tell you what, this is the Thunder Ridge team. These kids come out and hit. I know same thing in the Trigo game. They line up, and they're not bigger than anybody else, same size as their competition. They come out and they hit.
Northern Valley's really pushing their linebackers up, almost making it into a 5-down lineman set.
Give Taylor a gain of 3. That was just a straight dive out into the B gap. It wasn't a straight A gap dive. It was a little wider. Gets them up to about the 33.
So 3rd down and 4. Clock's rolling under 9 minutes. Already 3 minutes have blown off this clock, and the side judge is going to check something out. Doesn't like what he sees.
Dead ball. False start. White, 3rd down.
Backs him up 5 yards. They're going to have to try this over again.
And that hurts them because that gets them off schedule. They're not – 3rd and 9 is a tough down and distance for Thunder Ridge when they want to just bang it out 3, 4, 5 yards at a time.
Van Eaton directing traffic over there, splits him out. This is going to be a sweep to the right, and he falls down. Doesn't gain, really, it's going to lose a yard. It's going to be 4th down and 10, a long 10. And we expect to see a punt out of this formation. Jarrell Seals backs up. He expects a punt, too. Seals backs up to his 20. And kicking this thing away is Gavin Taylor. Nice snap. Taylor lays out an end-over-end kick, and it's out of bounds. Not a very good kick. It's going to about the 35-yard line. They're going to 1st and 10 right there. The Huskies will have it and try to extend to this lead they have. 8-point lead. Had chances to extend it in the half. They kind of gave up the ball, exchanged turnovers there. One a fumble and another one a interception.
7:54 left here in the third period, I'm sorry.
So the sophomore Kinderknecht gives it off to Bach, and Bach has some running room. Gains about 7 yards. Going to be 2nd down and 3. Clock rolling 7:45.
Here, let's watch a replay of this. We're going to get a nice look of Bach rumbling up in there for about 7 yards. And it's a little bit of cross action, but it's more rumbling.
It's an interesting way he takes the handoff. You usually have one hand over the top. He has both hands underneath. Takes the handoff like you're giving him a bowl of chili or something. Kinderknecht sneaks up there for another yard. It's going to be 3rd down and 2. So a manageable 3rd down.
Kensington's last 3 carries have each been for 1 yard. The 3 carries before that were for 37, 15, and 30. So,
and a touchdown, I believe.
Yeah, you're right.
Kensington came in the night with 4 rushing TDs, had a 4-yard average, 3.9 yard average. Comes out here to Jarrell Seals, and Seals has yardage. He has plenty of yardage. Gets 7 yards, going to be first down and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, as I say, that was more of an off-tackle run. That was a little bit different angle that they've run Seals. They've ran him a lot more through the B gaps on cross-buck action, a little bit of dive action. Bach mostly on the dive action, but Seals 7-yard gain there.
Lands out here in a deep formation. They're going to give it to Bach, though. Bach muscles it up there for 4 yards. Going to be second down and 6.
Bach's doing a good job keeping a hold of that bowl of chili there. So Bach gain of 4. Gets it up to the 26, second and 6. Northern Valley's ground game picking up some steam again and kind of lost some energy there at the end of the first half. We got a whistle, penalty marker down.
I don't know if they're lining up offsides or they're too far back in the backfield, but the side judge on this sees something he hasn't liked.
Dead ball, encroachment, lined up in the neutral zone. Green, replay, second down.
Lined up in the neutral zone, and that may have been the same thing that happened 2 plays ago.
Yeah. He's been an equal opportunity flagman there.
So brings back Bach's yardage right here. Second down and almost 11. This is kept by Kinderconnect. Kinderconnect has some room, and he has some speed, makes a cutback, and he's going to make it all the way to the end zone. 6 points for Kinderconnect. He did a lot of that near the end on total heart and balance and made it.
Here we're going to get a nice look at this, I bet.
Another 6 points. You can see well blocked.
Yeah, it's a nice fake. You know, Bach really didn't throw a devastating block, but he kind of shielded off that defensive end. And like you said, he had a nice job with vision, cutting back, gets past Taylor, last man there for the touchdown.
So 28-14, 5:51 in the third quarter. And there's Kinderconnect on an option. He's not going to need his option, man. Takes it himself, scores 2. We owe you a break. You're watching Game Time on Next Tech Local 1.
Hi, this is Dr. Cheney from the Chiropractic Centers of Phillipsburg, Stockton, and Plainville. Chiropractic is a wellness lifestyle that incorporates structure, function, nutrition, and lifestyle choices of the person into removing anything blocking the optimal expression of life. Our doctors and staff will leave no stone unturned in the search for your greater health and wellness. If you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, call us today at 877-351-7191.
See our ad in the Next Tech directory.
A day on the trail isn't over until you say it is, with the redesigned 2016 Terex and Terex 4 side-by-sides. With trail commanding power and versatility, completely reimagined front-end styling. Introducing the redesigned and fiercely rugged 2016 Terex and Terex 4.
Welcome back here to the Northern Valley where the Huskies are up 30-14. We're still subbing. This will give me a chance to give you the K-Preps update. They speculate St. Francis may have become the first team to clinch a playoff spot in 2015. The Indians blanked Hill City 50-0 to move to 4-0 in District 8.
Land gives it a boot, and Land gets off a good kick. Drives Gavin Taylor all the way to the back of the end zone. He slips some tackles, and Taylor looks like he just didn't see Jesus Sainz. Taylor had no idea Sainz was over there. He kind of ran into him. They're spotting the ball back here, 39-yard line. Kick was back to the 5-yard line, so 34-yard kick return. 5:41 left in the third quarter.
I know Coach Rush is busy coach tonight, so he's not listening, but he will agree with me. That's what happens. You kick the ball deep in 8-man football. You give Taylor, who's a great athlete, a chance to get a big return. Taylor on the dive play, gain of about 2 or 3 there.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to give him about one, 2nd down and 9. Really good penetration by the Northern Valley defense. Matt Florence has gone all the way at nose guard.
As I say, last week St. Francis beat Atwood in what's called the Yoke Bowl. So next time I go up to the far northwest corner, I got to find out what this Yoke Bowl is. I'd never heard of that until I saw it on Twitter last week.
Oh, looked like he missed the handoff right there, did Caden Van Eaton. Van Eaton has to eat the ball there, gets no gain on the play. 3rd down and 9. If it was supposed to be an option read, he didn't really come close to his. Didn't really come close.
Right. Yeah, it
looked
kind of like might have been a mix-up there that quarterback turned the wrong way, running back didn't come to the mesh point. Yeah, something happened there that wasn't supposed to happen.
Yeah, I don't think that was in the drawing, in the X's and O's.
Halftime, Beloit 40, Minneapolis 14.
Moorish gets about 6 yards, 5 yards. Going to be 4th down and 4 for a long 3, 4:19. And clock continues to roll, and we're going to have a injury timeout.
Here comes a replay here. Nice tight shot here. We'll see Morris take the handoff, bounces that back to the right. He started out in the left B gap, maybe looked like bounce it all right to the right A gap. We got a timeout here on the field.
Let's take a timeout, too. You're watching Game Time on Next Tech Local 1.
North Central Kansas contractors, A&S Plumbing, and Long Island Ready Mix LLC are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the Northern Valley High School students and athletes. They hope this is the best school year ever. Best wishes for a successful season from First National Bank and Trust, member FDIC, the Rustic Rebel, and Home Oil Company, backing the Northern Valley Huskies all season long.
When you need dirt construction of any type at any time, call Joel Younger at Flatlander Dirtworks LLC. Flatlander Dirtworks offers 24-hour service on oil field, farm, residential, and commercial dirt construction. They even handle septic systems and water line installation and repair. They've got all the big boy toys at Flatlander Dirtworks, serving all of Northwest Kansas. Call 623-7744. Proud supporters of all our area athletes. Flatlander Dirtworks LLC.
Leading this by 2 touchdowns and 2 extra points, and Van Eaton kind of runs into his
he ran into his tailback Taylor, and I don't know if he thought he had to fake the handoff to Taylor or Taylor was supposed to grab it. Well, but it turns out to be a change of possession.
So Huskies are going to try to drive the length of this field. 4:10 left in the third quarter, up by 2 touchdowns and 2 extra points.
Ball on their own 33.
This one to, Terrell Seals, and Seals takes it down all the way to the 17-yard line, 18-yard line. .32 yards on the play. And a nice run by Jarrell Seals. It's been solid. 1st down and 10, 18-yard line, 4 minutes. Going to run under 4 minutes. Actually, he ran out of bounds. So the clock's going to stop. 4:01 left on the third quarter. And this one to Bach, and Bach gets kind of lit up right there by number 21, Gavin Taylor. Kind of got held up, and then Gavin Taylor lowered the boom. Michael Gibson was on the tackle.
Short gain on the play there.
2nd down and 8. Clock rolling at 3:38. Northern Valley driving, trying to go up 3 touchdowns, 3 scores.
A little shotgun action here by the Huskies.
Kinderconnect has the ball still, and Kinderconnect dives to about the 12-yard line.
Has more of maybe a spread option look than a true shotgun. They weren't really looking to pass there, but by having it like that, it gives Kinderconnect more of an opportunity to read the play.
Remember, they still have land in their arsenal. They're not really trying they're trying to milk some clock, and there's Kinderconnect, has the ball, has the first down. 4 yards on the play, first down and 10. And actually, it's going to be first and goal. They're going to drop the sticks at the 7-yard line. Kinderconnect's been solid.
Yep, he's about 170 yards on 17 carries.
10 yards a carry. He's going to take this one, and he's going to take this one 7 yards for another score. Is that his third score of the night and a passing score?
Here, let's watch here. We'll get a replay here on this. It's going to give that same crossbuck look, and then he's going to follow his fullback. See, he just falls back up into the hole.
So an untimed down, 2:33 in the game, 36-14, Northern Valley Huskies. And Huskies, the game was tight early, but it's getting out of hand for Thunder Ridge. Untimed down, it's going to be a pass play, tries to land. Land makes a one-handed catch. Amazing. That was a great play by Land. Nice pass by Kinderconnect. He put it where no one else could get it. Hey, you're watching Game Time on Next Tech Local 1.
The Golden Q is a great place to enjoy a meal with family and friends. The Q offers daily specials, lots of tasty sides and appetizers to go along with your favorite Q burger or other sandwich. With 3 dozen choices. Or try the Q salads and wraps, along with their delicious golden wings with rubs and sauces. And yes, the Q's still a great place to watch the game with a cold beer. And for breakfast, the new Golden Griddle next to the Golden Q, 809 Ash, Hayes.
Julie Kuhlman Photography, D&K Insurance Services, Darren McDowell, and Levine Construction are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the Thunder Ridge High School students and athletes. They hope this is the best school year ever. Best wishes for a successful season from Ferguson Angus, Lynn and Lori Ferguson, Rusty Tractor, and BIH Plumbing and Electric. Backing the Thunder Ridge Longhorns on the field, in the classroom, and on the courts all season long.
And they listened to you and the fact that they didn't kick it deep there, Chris Lee. So kind of kicked a squib kick, goes all the way down to the 24-yard line. First and 10, they're going to start it off right there. And really a 3-touchdown deficit. Thunder Ridge needs to make this one pay. 2:32 left in the third quarter. They're running out of time. And with the running offense of Northern Valley, they're running off
that one, by the way.
Quickly. Huh?
Jason LeClaire was who recovered that one for the.
Just kind of falls down out there. Does Taylor.
Yeah, grass might be getting a little slick here. We are seeing a little more where kids are kind of slipping, or like you said, I know there's one time there was almost a fumble on a handoff, and it looked like that maybe the quarterback was having trouble getting to the running back because he had slipped a little too.
So they're going to split some players out here. Excuse me. Try a pass. The last pass got picked up. Boy, nice pass right there by by Taylor. And Taylor pretty much lays the wood right there to his tackler.
Here we're going to get another look at this. Nice pass blocking there by number 79, Doherty.
Yeah, Colton Bach took all of that. And Butt made the tackle. Nice tackle, minute 30. Clock rolling, third quarter. 38-14. Northern Valley leads. Split a player out to the left and a guy in the slot, and they're going downfield, and they got him. They got Tyler Morrish right down there to the 27-yard line. Makes a first down and 10, and that's the biggest positive yardage they've had since the second quarter.
Here we got another nice replay here. Shauna's got her A game going right now. Nice toss down there. Nice catch by Morrish. Ball down to the 28-yard line.
Morrish had his man on his hip, had him beaten. Just had to dive 24. For that. Van Eaton gets a little bit of a high snap. He's going to fall on this, lose 12 yards, 11 yards, 12 yards on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 22.
Yikes. They're getting some nice momentum there. Ball back inside the midfield stripe, actually. Give Van Eaton a loss of 12 there.
.38 seconds left in the third, and the clock is winding. They're going to split out the receiver, and Morrish is going to be the slot, and they're looking for Morrish. Dump it out over here to Taylor, and Taylor gets locked up. Nice tackle by Kinderconnect.
Here we got another replay
and
here.
by Caden Bach. Van Eaton just kind of short arms his plays. Kind of short arms every throw he throws. Doesn't seem like he follows through.
Yeah,
they didn't get set right there. Actually, the clock ran down. We're in the fourth quarter, folks. Score is 38-14. Northern Valley leads. You're watching Game Time on Next Tech Local 1.
When it's time for your next building project, there's only one place to go for high-quality products, service, and prompt delivery. Heartland Building Center has everything you'll need from the ground up. Lumber, trusses, paint, tools, stone, windows and doors, cabinets, and more. And when you shop at Heartland Building Center, you're not just improving your home, you're also supporting a local business.
Heartland takes your building needs to heart.
Heartland Building Center, Hayes, Russell, and Stockton.
From senior trips to toddler adventures and youth sports, the Hayes Recreation Commission is your one-stop shop for fun. Check out our 2015 Fall and Winter brochure for a complete list of scheduled events and classes. The fun times continue in the HRC Wellness Center, where you can enroll in personal training and memberships. The HRC provides fun and fitness for all ages. Visit hayesrec.org, call 785-623-2650, or stop by 1105 Canterbury in Hayes to learn more.
Hey, we're in the Valley in Almena, Kansas. Northern Valley holds the lead 38-14. 12 minutes left in the fourth. We're just about to kick this fourth quarter off. And Northern Valley has been impressive. But for the first time in the half, Thunder Ridge has come to life, and they got this 3rd down and 4 coming up. Try to get a playoff in the third quarter, which I'm not sure why. Van Eaton right over the referee, throws it down there to number 40, and he's in for a touchdown. And number 40,
Hale.
Braden Hale. Yeah, I don't have him on my sheet. I should have him. He's been in there all of the third
Here,
quarter.
let's see. Get a replay of this. Eaton drops back to pass. Sees Hale over the middle there, and then he runs over the D-back for a 23-yard scoring strike.
Our pregame spot chart had Braden Brenneman, the sophomore, but we find him on the sidelines, no pads, just in jersey, so he's out for the game. So we'll see.
Boy, Van Eaton's all of a sudden gotten hot. He's connected on his last 4 passes.
Oh, and Van Eaton throws it out there. They make the catch. Seth Lloyd, the 155-pound sophomore, makes the catch, but gets stopped. Land makes the stop. So let's keep it right here. Next Tech Game Time is brought to you by Rogers & Associates Insurance, Precision Valley Golf and Bike Center, Progressive Physical Therapy Center, Heritage Insurance Group, who brings you the Scoreboard Show, Flatlander Dirtworks, and TK's Smokehouse.
38-20 is our score here, early in the fourth quarter.
So the first sign of life since the middle of the second quarter, Chris Lee, does Thunder Ridge give us, and do they have enough time?
6 plays on that drive. They took it from the Thunder Ridge 23, so that looks like a 57-yard drive. And like I said, the Thunder Ridge is showing a nice aerial display here after, showing us a lot of tough and gritty running. They've now turned it over and finding some success in the air. Down by 18 here. Might be a gimmick kickoff here to try to they've got the Huskies have 7 guys fairly close to the kickoff area. Sometimes you kick it real hard at somebody. There's a variety of ways you can do that. No, I happened to be watching the Northern Valley channel, and I saw their junior high kids where they did a kickoff. They had one kid go one way, one kid go the other way, and the third guy swirled in and kicked it straight ahead. As I recall, the Wheatland still recovered the kickoff, but that was a cute little kickoff for a junior high team. As someone who's coached junior high kickers, that's no small feat to get them to do that right.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, that's a tough.
Yeah, Taylor kicks the top of the ball, but he didn't get it. He didn't get any angle on it. So.
Yeah, and he was lined up. That's a place where, really you have to soccer kick that thing, side kick that thing. But you want to hit the top of the ball and pound it down in the ground.
And the worst part about that is he fires the tee over there to the sidelines and about kills one of the coaches. The ball ends up is on the Northern Valley 30, so now they have excellent field position. Or not Northern Valley, I mean Thunder Ridge 30.
So the sophomore Kinner Connect has gone the whole game, done a good job, ran for 3 touchdowns and thrown for another one. Hands off to Jarrell Seals. He's got a 5-yard carry on the play. 2nd down and 5, clock rolling at 11:38. They'll be glad to have this clock rolling, will Northern Valley.
Seals is here in the second half after only having 30 yards in the first half. In the second half, he's had 41. 2nd and 5. Penalty markers down.
We'll see what happens here.
Red ball, false start, green.
False start, green. They're going to back him up a little bit, take away some of that yards. Going to be 2nd down and 9. So pretty deceptive is Kinner Connect with the ball, and it's really done Northern Valley good tonight. And there he's deceptive again as he carries the ball all the way up to the 21-yard line. He almost has a first down. It's going to be 3rd down and 1.
Here, watch Kinner Connect do a good job of handling a low snap, too. Nice job getting the fake to Seals and then boots it around there for about a 9-yard gain.
Really freezes Jason Leclerc. Jason Leclerc is the one that actually ended up making that tackle, but he had to wait and see if Seals has the ball. Seals does have the ball this time, and Leclerc is over there on that side as the linebacker. Makes first contact, but Seals kind of spins around, makes 5 yards. Going to be 1st down and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here comes another look at that Seals run. He takes the hand.
There's Leclerc fighting off a block.
Morris gets in there as well to help out, but like you said, the damage was done by the time they were able to rally up there. Looks like the ball is, at the 16 perhaps? 15, 16, 1st and 10.
Using all the time they can. They stay in the huddle. The back judge will raise his hand when there's under 5 seconds and start counting that 5 seconds off. They're going to take a timeout, Northern Valley, and we're going to take a timeout with them. You're watching Game Time on Next Tech Local 1.
Leon's Welding and Fabrication in Hayes has been serving Western Kansas for over 25 years. With custom fabrication in the oil field as well as metal projects, including gates, handrails, metal art creations, sandblasting, and powder coating. New to Leon's Welding this year is dustless blasting. Now you can remove virtually any type of coating from any material and finish the job with a durable, long-lasting baked-on powder coating. Leon's Welding and Fabrication, East Highway 40 in Hayes.
We're back here at Almena, coming out of a timeout. Checking the scoreboard here. Not seeing any new scores coming in. They're of interest to us folks up here in Northwest Kansas. Here we go, Scott City 28, Ulysses 0. The Beavers coming up big tonight.
Still 9:57 left. Northern Valley 1st and 10 there on the 16-yard line.
Peaburg 32, Sedgwick 21. Panthers showing that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with in 2A this year. They're taking down another ranked foe in a non-district game.
Kinderconnect has the ball. He's going to keep the ball, and he rushes all the way through. He has a 16-yard run for another touchdown. So he's been responsible for 5 touchdowns tonight. 4 of them he's ran in. 1 he's passed.
Here we got another look at this nice Kinderconnect run. I bet we're going to see some nice blocks here as well. See that trapping guard come across. That was the left guard. That should be Ben Jones. Comes across and probably kicks out the end. That allows the guard to get downfield and get either a linebacker or safety.
Yeah, just had a tough effort there of tackling. Seemed a few arm tackles. A little flip pass over here, and he's still on his feet. He's going to score. Terrell Seals pretty much takes that one on his own, takes it to the house. So we're going to stay right here. Next at Game Time, brought to you by Hayes Recreation Commission, Heartland Building Center, Storage Solutions of Hayes, who brings you our first and second half kickoff, Tri-Central Office Supply, and Dave Motorsports out of Waukeeny.
46-20 here, the Huskies lead.
We owe you a look in at Curtis Brown. We're going to take you there at some point in time.
9:51 here left in the ball game. Curtis is at La Crosse tonight, reporting on what's been a pretty competitive game between La Crosse and Plainville. I haven't seen a score recently on that.
So that is pretty close. A 26-point lead this late in the game. 9:51 left.
Yeah, La Crosse, by the way, 0-1 in the district. This will just about eliminate them if they can't get the win tonight. Plainville has not played a district game yet, so Ellis right now is in the lead in that district with a 1-0 mark, as well as Oakley.
Cody Land kicks the ball away, gets to the 20-yard line. And interestingly enough, Tyler Morris hands it off to Gavin Taylor, and Taylor takes it up 10 yards. It's going to be first down and 10 at the 30. First down and 10 at the 30.
Yeah, we're going to get to Curtis here as soon as we get our next break, and we can get an update on that exciting game down at La Crosse. The ball is at the 30-yard line, first and 10.
(22-20), Plainville leads.
That's Moorish on the carry. Gets about 2 on the play there.
So it's going to be second down and 9:30 left in the game, basically. Clock is rolling.
Yeah, I like your analysis. That's 1 yard, not 2.
Well, it's a long yard.
But it's a yard. You're right, definitely.
The hometown scoreboard is going to show second and 9, I think. Van Eaton dumps it out here to Taylor, and Taylor's met right there, dropped. Met by Caden Bach.
Here's let's get a look at this little swing pass here and how nicely also the Huskies fill. Taylor's going to flare right out here, just a little out pattern. And then he gets cut down there by number 40. That's Bach.
That's a freshman in Bach, 167-pound, 5'10" freshman. Gets almost 10 tackles a game, though, so he gets his workout. Right in the middle, he's trying to go to Braden Hale, and he almost hits the referee. It is going to stop the clock on fourth down and 7, and they are going to have 8:33 left in the game. Going to call a timeout on this? Yeah.
Hey, we got a timeout. Hey, let's throw it out to Curtis Brown. Curtis Brown's going to give us an update on that Plainville La Crosse game.
Welcome back to La Crosse and Next Tech Game Time's coverage of the 2A District 7 matchup between La Crosse Leopards and the Plainville Cardinals. The action's picked up here in the third quarter. La Crosse took the opening kick and drove 60 yards for a touchdown, capped off by an 11-yard touchdown run by J.C. Woods. The two-point conversion was no good. La Crosse led 20-16 at that point. Plainville was able to answer back on a 35-yard touchdown pass from Hayden Friend to Ryan Burrish. The 2-point conversion, no good. Plainville led at 22-20. Both teams then traded interceptions. Plainville's Justin Rife picked off Clayton Hardman, and then Chandler Greathouse from La Crosse picked off Hayden Friend in the end zone. So at the end of the 3, score 22-20, Plainville. Reporting from La Crosse is Curtis Brown with Next Tech Game Time.
We're back here. Mics are up there. Brendan had showed me the Scott City has shut down Rudzik, the stud tailback from Ulysses, like 26 yards on 14 carries. So
yeah, tough night for Rudzik. They're going to line up here. Thunder Ridge is in a spread formation, somewhat of a spread. Split a guy out to the right, and the slot's going to be Moorish. And usually they've gone to Moorish, but this one they dumped to Seth Lloyd, the sophomore. And
Moorish did it. Van Eaton does a nice job standing in the pocket, delivering that ball. He was punished by Bach right after he delivered it.
Turnover on downs, 8:29 left in the game, 46-20. And Northern Valley's going to get this ball back inside their enemy territory right here. Kinderconnect. He hands off to Seals, and Seals gains a couple of yards.
Seals has went more to that just off left tackle or off the left end, I guess it's an 8-man game, but he's gotten quite a bit of mileage out of that earlier tonight. That time they shut it down a little quicker.
Coach Fessenden really not looking for a lot of yards except for 10 and 3 downs and a lot of time to be milked off the clock. Clock's going to roll under 8 minutes. And Seals again is going to take it another 5 yards.
Yeah, now they look like more your
6 yards.
More traditional ISO. They're running up behind Bach. See, Bach helped him up there. He was right there throwing the block for him.
5 yards, 3rd and 3. 3rd down and 3. Northern Valley Huskies with the ball on the drive. 7:36 left in the game. 26-point lead.
A little spread action here. It'll be interesting. Let Kinderconnect kind of read the defense here.
Seals straight ahead for another yard. They're going to be a yard short. 4th down and 1.
Let's get another look at this. See how they do a nice job here filling on this play. The linebacker is going to step up here and do a nice job filling. That should be Seth Lloyd coming up here. Actually, and then you see Taylor coming up from his, or no, that's Gibson coming up from his outside linebacker spot to fill nicely there. Seals at a gain of 2. It's going to make it 4th and 1.
I thought Seals looked like he was kind of hurting on the one before. He looks like he's in some pain.
The White Hat's out there talking to him about it.
I don't know what the deal is.
I think he's saying, I want to stay in the game, sir. And so we're going to go 4th and 1 here. Longhorns really need a stop here as the clock bleeds away.
Clock rolls under 7. They're going to set Seals out here to the right. They have Caden Bach. They're going to just
Kinderconnect is tough to stop on that sneak. You run up behind his center, Colton Bach, and Ben Jones.
Well, and again, you know, just talking about how much they give up in weight. There in the center, it's quite a bit. Bach's 188.
Yeah, Colton Bach is a 6 foot, 188-pound senior.
Option play.
It's interesting running Bach out on the big fullback on the option there, but
so it's a pickup of 4. It's going to be 2nd down and 6. Clock rolls. It's going to roll under 6 minutes. So effective use of the time. Got this at 8 minutes. They've already used up 2 minutes and gone about 25 yards. Kinderconnect. He's taking it. Got another 4 yards. It's going to be 3rd down and 2.
Boy, and this is just, it's chewing the clock up. Kinderconnect has 22 carries on the night right now. And I'll get you some updated stats here at the end of the night.
not too many more plays left. There's about 30 seconds in between the time they have, and there Kinderconnect has the ball. A little errant pitch right there.
It's number 44 out there on the carry.
Good job to get on it, Nick Stutzman. He's a freshman, 5'8", 139.
Stutzman, that's going to be a loss of about 8.
But the clock still runs, rolling under 5 minutes, so they've used up a little over 3 minutes on this drive. 4th down and 10.
Ball out at about the 24-yard line.
Stutzman still in the game.
Looks like we got a Northern Valley timeout here.
We're going to take a timeout with him. Hey, you're watching Game Time on Next Tech Local 1.
Almena State Bank, member FDIC, Bach Custom Hayne, and McLean Seed Sales, Channel Seeds, are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the Northern Valley High School students and athletes. They hope this school year is the best ever. Best wishes for a successful season from Long Island Feed and Grain and Stephen Cox and Associates, Upland Pork, backing the Northern Valley Huskies in the classroom, on the court, and on the field all season long.
Back here at Northern Valley where the score is 46-20. 4:44 here left in the game. We're both busy hitting the old Twitterverse here, seeing if we can get you some more scores.
So 4:44 left in the game. They're going to have to work this off. 4th down and 10. You definitely want to get this first down so you do have control of working the clock.
Plainville 30, the cross 20, by the way. Sorry about that.
Anytime you give it back, then you allow that other team to control the clock. And they do have a player in the end zone, and they score. Stutzman.
Yep.
Stutzman, the freshman, gets a touchdown pass. And Kinderconnect's been stellar tonight.
We're going to get a nice look at this play. Fakes the dive action there. He ball fakes once and then throws deep. Stutzman catches it right there about the goal line for a 24-yard scoring strike.
Kinderconnect's doubled his passing TDs, and he's doubled his rushing TDs. Back in the game, Caden Bach tries to get in on the action, doesn't quite make it. We're going to stay right here and bring you some of our sponsors. Hey, home and away, you're covered nationwide with Next Tech Wireless. Next Tech Wireless is the official wireless provider of Next Tech Game Time. Also brought to you by the Chiropractic Centers of Phillipsburg and Stockton, Roofmasters Roofing and Sheet Metal, RM Custom Metals, the Next Tech Directory, and Advantage Glass Plus. So
that was 8 plays, 34 yards, and like I said, it's maybe more important even than the score was the fact that they really bled the old clock down.
Yeah, almost 4 minutes on that drive. They got it a little bit over 8 minutes, and it's 4:38 left in the game, and a chance to really, I don't. You look to score, but Coach Fessenden isn't one to, if he could end the game and the score would be like it is right now, he'd be fine with that.
Looking for more scores here. Let's see.
Land tees this one up. And Thunder Ridge is pulling their players up.
Scott City over Ulysses 35-0.
Taylor and Moorish back to receive. They're going to receive a bouncer. And there's Moorish, and Moorish has the ball. And Early has a good run going. One man to beat, and that man takes him down.
Number 15 on the tackle there for Northern Valley. He's Johnny on the spot.
Riley Sides.
Riley Sides, a freshman quarterback.
Riley Sides saves that touchdown because really it was Riley Sides and then green grass. So one green uniform and a lot of green real estate. And he makes a touchdown-saving tackle because Morris had a head of steam and not much else in front of him. split. A lot of
Van Eaton has a high snap there, but he's able to slip away from the first tackle, flips it ahead to Taylor.
Yeah, and Taylor makes good yardage. He's going to about be the first down, good enough for the first down, but not quite. It's at the 30-yard line. He had to go to the 29.5, 4:13 left in the game.
That play looked like was going to be a disaster, and he turned it into nearly a first down.
Braden Hale split to the right. He's a wide out. Morris is in the slot and getting good pressure right there. But picking up the first down was the important part. Caden Van Eaton picks up the first down yardage. He could have gotten sacked back at the 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So they split Seth Lloyd out here to the left. Morris again is in the slot. And boy, they have players all over. And this goes incomplete. Got a little bit of a conference going on over here between the referees.
That's the first incompletion I have for Van Eaton in the second half, unless I've missed something. He's hooked up with Taylor, Morris, Taylor, Hale, Taylor, and then incomplete. So.
A lot of dump passes.
Yeah,
so
they're
really
not, and they're just little short-armed passes.
Of course, he did have he have a touchdown?
Yeah, I think one of them was in a touchdown in there, yeah. But be 2nd and 10, the ball resting at the 35-yard line.
3:47.
25, I'm sorry, 25.
Seth Lloyd split out and Morris in the slot again. And boy, they're coming. And they're actually coming and going to get probably a holding penalty on top of that. Let's see what we have.
Holding, White. That penalty's declined. We're going to go 3rd down.
I got a 3rd and 17 coming up here for the Longhorns.
So
timeout, Longhorns.
So Coach Fesenton declines the penalty. Hey, we have a break. We're going to take a break. You're watching Game Time on Next Tech Local 1.
For those who play by their own rules, the ones who need a new breed of side-by-side. Forged from over 130 years of Kawasaki engineering. Built Kawasaki strong to take care of business. Get out there, get your hands dirty, get it done. The Mule Pro Series has got your back. Capability and strength for whatever lies ahead.
We're back here at Northern Valley. We just saw a score here that was of interest. Rock Hills just thumped Oberlin 52-6. Oberlin's not a bad ball club. That's a good Rock Hills team that will probably make some noise in their postseason. Rock Hills is in that district with Osborne and Hanover. So between those three teams, the Hanover, Osborne, Rock Hills, there's going to be one really good team stay at home. And Wakefield, there's some Clifton Clyde could still make noise in that, but looks like it's going to come down to those three.
Central Plains wins their game 62-16. Seth Lloyd split to the left. Morris is in the slot. Good snap. And a big long pass out there to Morris, and Morris kind of stopped, overthrew him. So going to stop the clock. Clock actually 3:37. 4th down.
4th and 17.
They got to get all the way to the 15-yard line.
Yep, the old guy with the stick down there, standing there in a pair of shorts. You can see him in the background, kind of over there by himself. Kind of like the Maytag repairman over there.
Oh, and he bit the wrong way. That's as good as a punt, but there's no coverage on the play, so back comes.
They look like seals out there on the pick.
Yeah, seals.
Now it's getting a little chippy out there. We see some yellow hankies down as well.
And Jarrell Seals
takes it back to about the
36-yard line.
At the end of the play, face mask, white, 5-yard penalty. Result of the play is a first down.
So 5 more yards.
That'll put the ball in Thunder Ridge territory at the
36-yard
36-yard line. And the Huskies showed us some nice ability to milk the clock.
They're going to bring their freshman quarterback. Sides is going to take this one in for the rest of the game. Hands off to Bach. Bach gets some yardage, gets about 4 yards. Going to be second down and 6. 3:12 left in the game. Clock is rolling.
Reminds me of the old Masked episode. Ah, Bach.
So also in there is Stutzman. And it went to Stutzman, but we're going to get some yardage marked off against the Huskies.
Dead ball, encroachment on the offensive line. 5 yards, replay, second down.
One of our producers' brothers scored the last touchdown in the Rock Hills game. So she's following that game pretty closely. Here's Sides. There's going to be some more yardage. We're not sure where this is coming. Looks like they're going to get it back.
Dead ball, encroachment, defense, 5-yard penalty, replay, second down.
2 minutes, 40 seconds left in the game. 52-20, Northern Valley definitely in command of this game, just trying to milk some clock. Sides, Stutzman, and Stutzman falls ahead. He didn't lose any yards, but he didn't gain too much. We'll call it a yard, third down, 5 yards to go.
Stutzman's second carry on the night. Now we're into the game is number 10 for Northern Valley. That's Ross Cole, a 5'7", 108-pound freshman.
Still on his feet right there is Aiden Baird. And Baird's also, he's a 5'7", 120-pound freshman. So getting a little bit of time for these freshmen. He's going to get 3 yards. Going to be fourth down and 1. At the 26-yard line. So it's important to get some of your freshmen in so they can see some experience. Clock rolls under a minute and a half before this snap goes live.
Had a little pre-conference snap there in the backfield. Whoa! Your right end and your left guard both fired, so I'm wondering if that wasn't
False start, green, fourth down.
That may have been a ball wasn't snapped at the right time thing too. So
a couple of different memos went out.
Yep. Moves the ball back to the 32-yard line. Will be 4th and 6.
This game at the end of this play will be in this final minute. So Sides is in the shotgun. It looks like it'll be in his final minute through a lot of penalty yards.
That ball, full start, green, replay, fourth down.
So fourth down and almost 10 after marching back and forward and back again. Minute and 3 seconds. Clock is rolling. Fourth down and 10. We may get to see Sides throw one, and we will. He's got players open. Just overshoots the intended receiver, number 10, Ross Cole. Land was open on the left-hand side. Cole was open too, so good effort there by the freshman. It's going to turn over on downs. Thunder Ridge is going to use 48 seconds and try to get some points on the board. More points on the board. Northern Valley substituting. They bring in Baird on defense also. And Baird's here at right end.
Cody Land comes out, number 32.
Van Eaton, oh boy.
That's Morris there.
Morris gets enough for the first down. He gets 12 yards on the play. It's going to be 1st and 10, 42 seconds left in the game, and they're wanting to hurry up. They're going to split out Seth Lloyd, put Morris in the slot. This has been their kind of go-to offense here in the second quarter. Big rush. And Taylor takes it all the way down to the 22-yard line. And Van Eaton got crushed on that play. Kind of walks over the sideline, gets the play, 26 seconds left. They're going to stop the clock from running out of bounds. They're kind of pulling that big rush, Chris Lee. Here they're going to split out 2 and be in the I formation. He's going to throw for his back shoulder play over there to Braden Hale, and it goes incomplete. Hale drops the pass. It is behind him, so I don't know if he meant a back shoulder, but it did happen that way. 20 seconds left in the game. 2nd down and 10.
52-20 is our score. We're going to throw it out to a break as soon as the game ends. So 52-20. Spread out. We got receivers wide both ways. I formation in the backfield. Van Eaton for scrambles right. Throws out to Taylor.
And Taylor's caught in the inside the field of play. 13, 12, 11, 10 seconds. They're going to call a timeout. Just to set the ball. Now he's going to wind it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Not going to get it off. That's the ball game.
That's your final score. It's 52-20. Northern Valley wins this game. Let's go to a quick break. You are watching Next Tech Game Time on Local 1.
I'm Adam Stensel, production supervisor with Arm Custom Metals in Hayes, Kansas. Arm Custom Metals' goal is to serve all your building components needs. Arm Custom Metals fabricates panels and custom trim to your specifications and links in 48 hours or less. Arm Custom Metals also fabricates standing seam roof and wall panels on site for all your residential and commercial projects. Come see us today at Arm Custom Metals, RM Custom Metals, 2150 East 8th Street in Hayes, Kansas.
For serious golf and serious fun, head to Precision Valley Golf in Hayes. Gear up in Precision Valley's full-service pro shop. Groove your swing on their lighted driving range. Call to schedule your next group outing on their challenging mini golf course or one of their 3 newly updated indoor golf simulators. New to Precision Valley is the Bicycle Shop, featuring bike sales and repair. Stop in soon at Precision Valley Golf on West 27th Street in Hayes. Progressive Physical Therapy Center has been an integral part of the Hayes community since 2007. Tim Marcus, physical therapist, has led the Hayes physical therapy team ever since the business opened. The Progressive staff offers expert care in a friendly environment. You no longer need a physician's referral when seeking services provided by a physical therapist. Call Progressive Physical Therapy. Their licensed therapists provide personalized patient care and treatments. Progressive Physical Therapy, 2209 Canterbury in Hayes.
Where the score is 52-20. Great second half there by the Almena. We're going to cue up our scoreboard show here real quick. I'll give you a few scoring drives. First drive, 5 plays, 45 yards, made it 30-14 Northern Valley. Second in the third quarter, then another scoring play by Northern Valley, 5 plays, 47 yards, made it 38-14. That was a Kinder Connect 7-yard TD run. Next scoring drive was also Northern Valley, 5 plays, 30 yards, made it 46-20. Then Northern Valley's last scoring drive goes 8 plays, 34 yards. Kinder Connect to Stutzman with a 24-yard pass. PAT was no good. It got us to 52-20. Now let's go to the Heritage Insurance Group scoreboard show.
Dodge City 37-3. That's a final. TMP drops one 42-7 to Oakley. Colby comes out surprisingly 20-7 over Norton. That's a shocker. 34-32. Peaburg loses to Sedgwick. La Crosse loses to Plainville 38-20. Smith Center 34. Blanks El Saline 0. Goodland and Russell in the matchup. Goodland takes that. Great Bend takes Liberal in the third, or is taking Liberal in the third. Garden City is at halftime was Wichita East 7. Osborne, Clifton, Clyde 54-6 is the final. Victoria, St. John's Beloit. Victoria wins that one. Logan Palco 54-6 against Quinner. Osmond County 20, Detrigos 8. That was in the second. We'll see good to see an update on that one. Hill City and St. Francis. St. Francis 50-0. Hoxie and Tri-Plains. Tri-Plains over them 12-6. Tight match there. Weston and Golden Plains no score. 52-20 is their score here. Northern Valley takes Thunder Ridge. Then Stockton is getting beat by Atwood Rawlins County 54-26. Wakefield and Lakeside, no scores on that. Little River and Central Plains too tough for Little River. Nest City too tough for South Gray, up 42-0, and no score Wallace County, Wheatland Grinnell. And then Rock Hills 52-6, and that's behind Drew Beam, and had a final touchdown in that event. So we send our regards out to Drew Beam and the Rock Hills schools. And that is our scoreboard update. Chris Lee here 52-20. It was all Northern Valley pretty much in that second half. Thunder Ridge couldn't get it quite going.
Let me give you a few stats here. Northern Valley ended up throwing for 93 yards on the night. They were 5 of 7 throwing the ball. Sides also had an incompletion there at the end. Northern Valley, Kinder Connect had 22 carries for 205 yards. Seals has 17 carries for 86 yards. Bach has 11 carries for 23 yards. Baird had a carry for 3. Stutzman had 2 carries for -6. So that's about wraps it up here. Let me see. I got a few more stats over here. Taylor has 12 carries for 32 yards. Morrish is their leading rusher on the night. Okay, we're going to go to Curtis Brown real quick at La Crosse. Curtis, talk to us.
That Game Times coverage of the 2A District 7 district playoff or district game against the Plainville Cardinals taking on the La Crosse Lepers. The fourth quarter started with Plainville getting on the board on a 5-yard touchdown pass from Hayden Friend to Gabe Wilkins. 2-point conversion was good. The score was 30-20 at that point. Gabe Wilkins then on Plainville's next possession scored a second touchdown of the night on a 36-yard touchdown run. The 2-point conversion good, making the score 38-20 at that point. Hayden Friend entered the game with an interception. Friend ran for 2 touchdowns, threw for 2, and had an interception. Gabe Wilkins scored 2 touchdowns, 1 running, 1 catching. Plainville moves to 1-0 in the district. La Crosse falls to 0-2. Our final score, Plainville 38, La Crosse 20. Reporting from La Crosse, this is Curtis Brown with Next Tech Game Time.
Hey, 52-20 here at Almena. Next week, we'll be at Hill City. Stockton will be there. Curtis will be at Quinter, where Decatur Community will be there. You're watching Game Time on Next Tech Local 1.